laugh up by your boy Rolly to start today's live show. Oh, that was funny. Hey, you know what? It's time to laugh it off here on a Friday night. A little bit of a miscue by yours truly. Not had my ties con correctly. You guys don't know what I'm talking about, but the real ones know. A little black screen after the intro. That's pretty funny. But either way, we're live on the Heat Report. I am Nic Rohloff for a Friday night game between the Heat and the Houston Rockets. A very, very frustrating game last night against the Philadelphia 76ers. Well, if you were with us for that watch party, you knew how upset I was with that loss. I was swearing up a storm. I was saying some things I probably didn't really mean. But just 24 hours later, we're back live again for a big-time game against the Rockets. And people were clowning me for saying last night was a must-win, saying this game's a must-win. They are all must-wins if you do not want to be in the play-in come mid-April. So Heat need to win this game. And, well, we have a fun one because, well, Tyler Herro is back. 20 games missed. Didn't think he would ever return to the Heat lineup, if we're going to be honest, but he is here. He is ready to go. He is playing, and that just fires me up because the Heat are technically fully healthy. Listen, this is as healthy as they will be for the rest of the season because Josh Richardson's out for the rest of the year, right? But Herro being back, Rozier's playing, even though it was questionable with his knee injury late yesterday, and then you have Duncan still here. So this entire roster that Miami's playing tonight is the roster that Miami's going to be with for the rest of the season, including the playoffs, barring another massive injury. So it's time to take a look at a fully healthy Heat team. Shout out your city for me and let me know where you're watching from as we have 50 people in the building as Patrick Seatman's already got a Knicks jersey on. Must be getting wild over there early as the Bulls take on the Knicks. Shout out to everyone watching. Killer Cam in the Big Apple, maybe, New York. Yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir. Lord Buddy Bear is watching Wyoming. What's up, LBB? Good to see you. I haven't seen you in a while. You tapped in a little bit the other day. Ron Baker's in the ATL. Melvin in Alabama. Bread Break Sheed saying Heat, let's ride. Port St. Lucie, Florida for my guy Yami. Ohio for LBB. What's up, my boy? Heat Network. What's up, man? Yeah, you're right. No more excuses. It's time to get wins. That's all that matters. Time to get wins. McKenna's watching from Iowa. Jacksonville for David. Dead Rats is in Miami, Florida. I'll tell you what. I'd like to live in Miami. I mean, I'm in Dallas, Texas right now. That's where the Heat headquarters are. But it would be nice to live in Miami. It's hard not to say that. Anywhere in Florida, really. Milton, Florida, from Steve. Jay the Fox is watching from Miami. I will say this. On top of the Heat being as healthy as they will be for the rest of the season, having Tyler Herro back, having Jimmy, Rozier, Duncan, Bam, the whole crew, right? The Rockets, who probably had their season ended last night against the Golden State Warriors, they're very injured. No Alperen Sengun, no Amen Thompson. So they're rocking with Van Vliet. They're rocking with Jalen Green. They're rocking with Jabari Smith, Dylan Brooks. But they're without their all-star type center in the middle of that floor, Sengun, which is pretty big. Pretty big. What's up, Ty, man? Said, Rolly, I think you meant me. What did I say? Did I say? Did I miss? I don't know. Either way, Scary Terry is playing. The Heat are healthy. The only player not playing for Miami today is Josh Richardson. Only guy. And we know he's not playing because he's out for the year. So that should not come to a surprise at all. Those two gamers is in Ohio. I don't know. I might have said something backwards. I'm lost. I'm exhausted. I don't know. I don't know what I said. Jay the Fox says I should go to a game at the Kasai Center. I hope to go to a game in some time. I've been to a game in the Kasai Center. Well, technically not the Kasai Center because at the time it was called FTX Arena. I went to a game in 2019. I went to a game in 2018. Those are the last two games I went to in Miami. Spring break in college, I went 2019. Well, that's not true. When did I go? Did I go a couple of years back? No, I think that was the last time. So 2019 in Jimmy Butler's first season, and then in 2018, which was Dwayne Wade's last year. Those were the last two games I went to in Miami. They're very fun. I completely agree. Herro is not starting. Tyler Herro is coming off the bench. I don't know if this is going to be permanent or not, but at least for the time being in his first game back, Tyler is not going to be starting for the Miami Heat. We'll see if that continues, but I'll be honest, as much as I kind of was on the start Duncan Robinson train, Duncan Robinson's been playing bad in his last 3 games since returning from injury. If he continues to play that poorly, I don't know if it's because of the injury, if it's just because he's playing bad, I don't know what it is, but if this play from Duncan continues, I'm all in on putting Tyler back in the starting lineup. I'm all in on Factor Meals because it's the #1 America delivery service for meals that are ready to heat and eat. And, well, they are chef-crafted, dietitian-approved meals that are ready to go in the microwave for just 2 minutes. There's over 35 different options to choose from on a weekly basis. You can choose from Calorie Smart, Protein Plus, Keto, and more. There's also 60 add-ons to help you stay fueled up and feeling good all day long. Don't wait any longer. Get started today. No prep, no mess, no cleaning up needed. It's why Factor Meals is the absolute best. The best daily fantasy sports app, by the way, is Prize Picks. Get started today with Prize Picks at prizepicks.com/CLNS, or just download the app and use code CLNS for a first deposit match up to $100. Y'all know I made some picks for tonight's game. 3-pick selection on Flex Friday. Yeah, Flex Friday is a real thing. It's why daily fantasy sports is so much more fun with Prize Picks, is because they have new and returning deals and specials for users returning and people who are new to the program. Flex Friday, what does that mean exactly? Well, let me tell you. It's, well, if you choose Flex Friday and opt in and make a flex play, if you lose your flex play, you actually get your money back. What is a flex play? Well, I just got to get 2 out of 3 right to win. So if I get 1 out of 3 or if I get 0 out of 3, I still get my money back. It's why Prize Picks is the best. I took less than on Rozier, 17.5 points. Herro coming back. Rozier maybe banged up a tad with that knee. I don't expect him to have a big game offensively for Miami. I'll take them more than on Bam, 14.5 rebounds and assists. No Şengün inside for the Rockets, so I think Bam could actually have a big game and have 15 rebounds to cover that himself. And I'll also take them more than on Dillon Brooks, 10.5 points. Feels like he's going to hit a couple threes and talk his shit tonight. Get started with Prize Picks today with the link in the live chat, or you can just get started by downloading the app. Prize Picks, use code CLNS to get a first deposit match up to $100. As always, let me know who you got in this ball game. MIA for the Heat, HOU for the Houston Rockets. What's up, Dick Jones? Let's hope you don't jinx the Heat again. How did I jinx the Heat? Juan Herrera is pumped that Herro is back. Jimmy Butler's in the chat. You're pissing me off a lot, Jimmy. So, yeah. Blake made some Prize Picks. That's good to hear. Butler more than 20.5 points. More than 25.5 points and assists, so you think he's going to have a big day. Okay. Bam over 29.5 points and rebounds. I see that happening. And then Bam over more than 29.5 points, assists, and rebounds. So big-time bounce-back games in your mind for the 2 Heat stars, which, well, they didn't have a good game yesterday, which is why we lost against the Sixers. Jay the Fox says, Nick, if the Pacers lose, do we go back to the 6th seed? As long as we win. If the Heat win today and Pacers lose, then yes, Miami does go back to the 6th seed. Listen, as much as yesterday was frustrating, and don't get it twisted, yesterday was as frustrating as it gets, it's still in the Heat's hands, man. Heat got 6 games left. 6 games left for Miami. If they go, let's say this, if Miami goes 5-1 in their last 6 games, and the 1 loss is against the Dallas Mavericks next Wednesday, you're probably going to end up in the 6th spot. So it's in your hands. Win today, win Sunday, beat the Raptors twice, beat the Hawks. Win those 5 games right there, and I am pretty sure you are going to be in the 6th seed or the 5th seed. It's in your hands. It still is. It just sucked that they didn't win yesterday, because if they won yesterday, they would be in the driver's seat instead of having to get a little bit of help, and they would have just put Philly from the side, because now if the Heat struggle down the stretch, you risk having to go to Philadelphia in the 7-8 game rather than hosting them, if that is how it shakes out. So it is a little sketchy at the moment. I tell you what, though, Tyler Herro is back today, and I am very, very excited. Are you excited about Tyler Herro returning to this Heat lineup? I don't care what you say about him, if you believe he can win a championship with this team, whether you think he could be a starter, should be the starter, I don't care. One thing that is for certain is that he is very important to this Heat team offensively, whether it be starting or coming off the bench. So I'm excited Tyler Herro is back. I'm spamming my 14s. Are you excited? If you are, type those 14s down below. McKenna, Tycoon, Blake, Aiden Law, Moonlight, spamming those 14s. Get the comment section flooded. Mirage, spam those 14s. Let Tyler know that we support him. Even if you might not be the biggest Tyler Herro guy, just make sure that you're spamming those 14s because it's good to be back in action for Boy Wonder, Melvin, Yami, Mirage, W.Y. Gooder, Hellbeast, Jimmy, Yami, Tyman, Juan, Arnell, Cabana, Antonius, Melvin. Let's freaking go. Let's go. Gooder says, I thought the game was at 8 o'clock. It is Eastern time. Did I say 7? I'm on Central time. So it's 7 Central time, 8 Eastern. Oh, if you're talking about counts on the tip, the game starts 12 minutes after the allotted time. So if you go on ESPN and scroll, you'll see that it will say 7 p.m., but that really just means 7:12 or 7:11, if that's what you're asking for. If that is what you're curious about. So I don't know what the confusion is for you, Gooder, but that's the best way I could try to explain it to you there. You're saying thanks. So I don't know. Riley Shea spamming those 14s as well. Show Tyler Herro, Boy Wonder, some love because it is good to have him back. As always, let's get to 50 likes. Tyler Herro's returning, which is exciting, and I'm also excited about the Heat trying to have a bounce-back win against the Rockets after yesterday's loss. I'm excited to try to get that win, so I'm liking the video. Hit that like button. We get to 50 likes before tip. I'm taking a shot of tequila. We have 31 likes, so 19 away. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. Helpy asks, how do I watch the game? I pay for League Pass, so I watch on League Pass, and that's how I give it to you guys. Or if it's on a whatever it's called, if it's on like a network or something like that. Someone just told me stop drinking Celsius that has cyanide in it. What is cyanide? What's the bad thing about cyanide? Because these things taste really good and they give me energy for the game. So what's the issue with cyanide? I don't see cyanide in here, unless you're talking about niacinamide. Niacinamide. Jay the Fox's League Pass worth it? It's worth it as long as it doesn't take you away from coming into the live streams. Jay the Fox. But yes. If you want to watch the Heat, yes. That's all that matters. Blake says I can't watch the actual game, but I can watch live. I appreciate it. Thanks for coming in. What's up, hot dog? Jay the Fox says Nick. So let's say if the Pacers do beat the Thunder today and we beat them tomorrow, we stay in the 6th seed. So here's the situation. The Pacers only have 5 games left the rest of the season. They have tonight, they have Sunday, and then 3 games next week. We have 6, right? So we are going to play 1 more game than they are down the stretch. If the Pacers win today and the Heat win today, they stay in the 6th seed. But then that was what makes Sunday's game against the Pacers so important because Miami needs to beat Indiana if they want to jump into the 6th spot. So either way you want to slice it, that game on Sunday against the Pacers is the biggest game of the year. It is. No matter what you want to say, if the Heat want to avoid the play-in, Sunday's game against Indiana, if they win today, they lose today, it does not matter. If you want any hope of avoiding the play-in, Sunday is the biggest game of the year. But if you are able to beat Indiana and also win these other games against weaker teams like Houston, Toronto twice, and Atlanta, well, then that sets you up in a really good spot to avoid the play-in. Continue to like that stream. 50 likes before tip. We take a shot of tequila. We are 12 likes away, over 100 people watching. we should get there no problem with 10 minutes to go. Today's Super Chat menu, any Super Chat gets on the show, flashes on screen. Want to give your thoughts, want to ask me a question, anything you want, you will be able to say it, get it on screen. $10 Super Chat, will get you a raffle ticket for our monthly item. The item that we are going to raffle off to a lucky Heat Report fan is a black autographed Bam Adebayo jersey. $10 gets you a raffle ticket. Goes on for the entire month of April. $20 gets your name into the Miami Heat Report Hall of Fame. You become a Hall of Famer. We shout you out in the chat every time we see you. Get on the Hall of Fame ball right here. We also take a shot to celebrate. Look at all the names filling up. And then once we fill up all the panels, we are going to raffle this off as well. That gets you a Hall of Fame spot. Buddy Bear is no longer Hall of Famer. He was in here earlier. He was a big-time contributor on our last Hall of Fame board, but he's not on the Hall of Fame ball. Not on the ball. $50 beer bong if we want to get crazy today here at the Heat Report. $50 beer bong. And today's Rolly deal of the day. We're going to get a little fun. We're going to get a little nuts tonight. Any Super Chat that says or has the number 14 in it is a shot of tequila. Why do I have this as the deal of the day? Well, Tyler Herro is making his return to the Heat lineup for the first time in 20 games. So I want to show appreciation. So if you send in a $2 Super Chat with 14, or you write a message with 14 at the end, I'm taking a shot tequila. The Super Chat has to have the numbers 1-4 in it. It has to have it. If you send it a Super Chat that doesn't, I'm not taking a shot. But if you send any Super Chat with 14, it's a shot, whether it be $2, $5, $10, $50. It does not matter. Put 14 in the Super Chat, and I'm taking a shot tequila to celebrate Tyler Herro returning to the Heat lineup. Hot Dog says, holy shit, 20 games, that's a quarter of the season. Yeah, well, he's played in 36 this year. So even if he plays the last 6 games of the year, he is just barely playing half the games. Like, Tyler's been very injury-riddled this season with the foot injury, the sprained ankle. In the first couple months of the season, Tyler's missed a lot of time, and that's one of our biggest gripes with him, right? I love Tyler, but he has been constantly someone in and out of the lineup due to injuries, and that's not tonight. That's his entire career as well. The most games I think he's ever played is 67, I believe, which missing 15 games isn't great, but, I mean, it's better than missing 36 or whatever he's done this season. Who needs to step up the most today, by the way? I don't want you to say Tyler Herro because he doesn't need to. He's just trying to get his feet back and under him since he's missed so many games. Who needs to step up the most today for the Heat to get a win against the Rockets? Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. I'm seeing Rozier, Jimmy, Bam or Caleb, Duncan. Herro is not starting. I'll say this, TBC. If you haven't already, follow me on Twitter, at Nic_Rohloff on Twitter. Look me up. Because if you guys asked me these questions at the beginning of the live stream, a lot of these questions you ask me about who's starting and who's not, and are these people coming back or whatever, a lot of these answers or questions get answered on my Twitter. So if you want to be up to date on the Heat, I'd say probably a good idea to follow me over on the Bird app. Scary Terry, Bam, Jimmy. See a couple of these guys getting shout-outs. Ooh, someone quote tweeted it. One of my tweets today. Phoenix Rising. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. I'm happy Tyler's back, man. I am. I know he's a divisive player on the team, but it's good to have a player that is not afraid to take and make a big shot in the clutch and provide some scoring punch as well. Ugh. We're also 6 likes away from 50, so hit that like button if you want me to take a shot at tequila before we tip off tonight. Hey, and our first super chat of the night is a real one. Steve Gabriel. Damn, Rolly wants to party tonight. It's Friday night. I always want to party. It doesn't actually matter when we play our games. And I'm always down to party. Y'all know that. And I'm excited to get crazy parties underway when we get to the postseason. So y'all better be ready to party and turn up the heat, pun intended, during the postseason. But as I promised the deal today, any super chat that has numbers 1 and 4 and to celebrate Tyler Herro's return is a shot tequila. I see number 14 at the end of Steve Gabriel's message, which means we're taking a shot, baby. We're also 5 likes away from 50, which would be another shot. Kangray says, I swear to God, I curse the Heat by joining these live streams. The last 5 Heat losses have been the only streams I've been in. Is that true, Kangray? Is that true? I feel like every time the Heat have lost over the last 5 games isn't just because of you joining our live show. Maybe I'm wrong, though. Maybe I'm wrong. Kangray says, sadly. So, maybe it is true. Maybe it is true. Jimmy Butler says I join all the streams. Well, maybe you should focus on your game more, Jimmy Butler. How about that? 5 likes away from 50. We get 50 likes before tip, which is in 3.5 minutes. I'm taking a shot of tequila. I'll tell you what, if the Rockets won last night's game against the Warriors, they would have been locked in for this one. But now that their season is practically over, as they now trail by, I believe, 4 games of the Golden State Warriors for the 10 seed, which means they're not going to get into the 10 seed for the play-in. Their season's all but done. They're missing a lot of people due to injury. The Rockets might pack it in on a second night of a back-to-back. I'm hoping Miami comes out strong and punches Houston in the mouth early to kind of put this one to sleep. It's my goal. That's my goal, but I never get what I will want. So when it comes to the Miami Heat, so I never get what I want. Oh, shit. All right, 2 minutes and 40 seconds away from tip-off. If you're ready for the game, spam me. Spam me. Who's ready? Also, no one's liking the stream, so it looks like we're not going to get to 50 likes. We only need 4 likes to get another shot of tequila. We'll see. 130 people watching. Should be easy to get 4 likes. Oh. Orlando's ready. Juan's ready. AS is ready. Who else is ready? Antonius is ready. Hot Dog is ready. Who else is ready? Come on. Friday Night Hoops, baby. Aiden Law, a Hall of Famer, is ready. Oh. 1 like away from 50. Starting lineup for Houston tonight. Fred VanVleet, Jalen Green, Dylan Brooks, Jeff Green, and they go small. Jabari Smith Jr. is playing the center spot with no Elfrid Şengün. Terry Rozier, Duncan Robinson, Jimmy Butler, Nikola Jovic, and Bam Adebayo for Miami Heat. Tyler Herro is back, and he is coming off the bench, so no Herro starting next to Rozier. Hopefully, he plays well enough to become a starter once again. The goal. I'm just happy Tyler's back in the lineup, man. I really am. We got the 50 likes, so there's our shot. And they're taking the floor, so it is game time. All right. Jabari Smith and Bam Adebayo, center circle, ready to get this one started and underway. Let me know who you got down in the chat. MIA for the Heat. HOU for the Rockets. Tip is up. Won by the Houston Rockets as they're wearing a little bit of a alternate jersey. Actually a pretty sweet court if you're asking me. I like those white jerseys too. It'll start with a Jalen Green handoff to Dillon Brooks. Now swung over to Fred VanVleet. VanVleet doubled. Jabari Smith Jr. will take a three and make a three to start this game, and the Rockets jump out to a 3-0 lead after one possession. Jovic brings it up. Got some K-tape on his shoulder. He dumps it inside to Jimmy, who could not corral the pass, but it hits off Jeff Green out of bounds. So it will be baseline for Miami on their first possession of the game. Butler finds a curling Rozier, who doesn't take the shot. Now resets the offense into Bam, who's backing down on VanVleet. Bam sees two bodies out to Rozier. Rozier probes. Elbow jumper for Terry is good, and Rozier makes his first shot of the night. Looks like that knee isn't bothering him too much. He said he just banged his knee, which is a good sign. Obviously, had that knee/ankle scare just before the All-Star break against the Boston Celtics. Jalen Green got by Rozier and drew a foul on the other end, so the former number 2 overall pick is going to the line for 2 free throws. He's played really, really well over the last 28 days. Once March began, Jalen Green started to really play good hoops. Really good hoops. And on cue, Jalen Green misses one of the free throws. So that's good for Miami. You wonder what Houston is up here tonight after, like I mentioned in the pregame, them losing that game yesterday, which practically ended their season. Like, are they giving up? Are they going to still play hard on a back-to-back? Who knows what they're going to do? It's a mysterious case. Green goes 1 of 2. We finally got the scoreboard up as Bally Sports was having some issues. Score bug is not working still, but we'll take what we got. Duncan Robinson launches a 3 over VanVleet and knocks it home! Tyler Herro back, and Duncan Robinson starts to play good ball. One could only hope. 5-4, first lead of the game for Miami. Oh, Lord Buddy Bear comes in. Shout out to LBB. Jabari Smith Jr. drives on Bam. Stripped. Loose ball. Bam corrals it before it goes out of bounds, so Heat the other way. Jovic drives baseline. Kicks it out to Rozier. Rozier swings it over to Bam. Adebayo between the legs. Jumper is good. Bam knocks down his first shot of the night, and the Heat start the game 3 for 3 from the field. It's 7-4 in favor of Miami. VanVleet drives on Rozier, hangs, Eurostep, no good, gets his own rebound, finds a trailing Jeff Green, who goes in and one. Nikola Jovic got caught in between trying to draw a charge, and I don't know what that was, actually. That was bad from Nikola. Jovic. Lord Buddy Bear with a $20 super chat. I'm not Hall of Fame anymore. I got to change that. Shout out to you. 14. So he gets the 14. He's a very smart man over there in Wyoming. On Raiders, Chugs and Mitch were drunk and missing lots of shots on beer pong. Since Chugs like Rockets, I said it was like the Rockets playing the Rockets. LOL. Yeah, the Rockets, they're an up and down team. I think Houston will be a good team next year. But this year, maybe just a little too young to take that leap. Next time out, we'll take a shot and get your name onto the Hall of Fame basketball. Shout out to you, LBB. Ball batted out of bounds. It will stay with Miami on the baseline. 9:40 to go in the first quarter. Over 200 people watching already. If you haven't, hit that like button. Only 62 likes. Heat turn it over. Dillon Brooks out and running and throws down an easy slam as Houston jumps out in front. 9-7. Rozier gets a screen from Adebayo. Terry swings it over to Jovic. Jovic throws it to Bam. Bam unable to handle the pass. It was a little bit high, but, I mean, that just goes to show you that Adebayo can't catch shit. VanVleet tries to draw a foul. Can't. Rebounded by Butler. Here he comes. This is a very quiet beginning of the game for Jimmy. He drives, sees two bodies, stripped out of bounds. It's off Butler. It's a turnover. $2 super chat from Juggalotus with a 14. So that is another shot. 2 shots for me. Shout out to you guys. Jalen Green, defended by Butler, gets a double screen. He drives it inside to Jeff Green, who lays it up and in over Duncan Robinson. And the Rockets have their largest lead of the game at 4 points. Butler guarded by Jalen Green back the other way. Butler inside, right little floater goes. And I'll tell you this right now. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Dillon Brooks makes a 3. If Jalen Green is defending Jimmy all day, you should be able to get a bucket with Butler every time. Butler drives, kicks it out to Jovic, catch and shoot from the right wing, too strong for Nikola. Here comes the Rockets. That was bad, forgetting who we're playing. Dillon Brooks drives in, layup, no good, too strong. Jovic with the board, he's out and running, gets it over to Butler, who slows it down. Now we'll launch a 3 and miss. Five-point lead for Houston. Van Vliet the other way. Picked up by Bam Adebayo. Now gets a screen from Dillon Brooks. Swings it over to Jalen Green, who works on Rozier. Green fouled by Butler, who was reaching in. And this might have been a bad idea. This might have been a bad idea. Chugalotis with 1, 2, 3. I have 4 shots. Now, I owe 5 shots. Houston misses a shot. Jovic with the board. He kicks it up to Bam, who smokes the right hook. I don't know whether to laugh it off or what. This is funny. Jeff Green the other way. He misses a layup. Good defense by Nikola Jovic there. Heat back the other way. 5-on-4. They don't take advantage of it. Butler now backing down on Jalen Green. Butler doubled. Kicks it over to Bam. Bam finds a curling Duncan. Duncan pump fakes, drives. Good pass inside the Bam, who swings it out to Jovic. Jovic to the rim. Lefty layup is good. Nikola gets on the board with a nice little layup. He's got those long strides, man, where he can get to the rim and score with ease. Brad Van Fleet. Oh, Jesus. Dillon Brooks backing down on Duncan Robinson. Fouled. Doesn't get the bucket to go, and he'll go to the line for 2. Rozier hits the deck as it looks like he got hit in the dome piece, maybe? I don't know. All right. We had 5. We now have 6. We now have 7. I knew what I signed up for. Oh, 8. Knew what I signed up for. I knew what I signed up for, folks. It's I believe it or not, I don't just come up here and just make up shit. I know what I'm doing. Jugalotis, I'm also going to give you a raffle ticket for the Bam Adebayo laser printed autograph jersey in our month-long raffle, considering you just sent in, I think, 5 $2 super chats, so we'll give you it. I'm not going to take all the shots right now. I owe 7. I'll take probably 3. 1 there. 2. Okay. All right. Well, we'll circle back to this in a second. We'll circle back. What did everyone have for dinner today? I had Chipotle. I had my Factor meals for lunch. I had Chipotle for dinner. What did everyone have for dinner? Let me know. Also, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, because the goal was 10,000 subscribers before the playoffs started. It's not impossible, if we're going to be honest. We're 745 away. Math is hard. 745 away. We have 6 watch parties left. So if we average just above 100 a watch party. We can get there with some videos in between. It's not impossible. Impossible. Hit that sub button. Mirage says checkers. C-Note says I had nothing. Burger and fries from Benign. WY says nothing. Beans from AS. Just beans? Pizza for Thai Man. Taco Bell for Monteca. C-Note. C-Note, that sounds like a pretty good dinner to me. Riley Shea says Bonefish Grill. I've never been to a Bonefish Grill. Antonius is about to make chili. Whoa. The second part of that is just uncalled for. Uncalled for. TBC says, are you going to do watch parties in the playoffs? Of course. I mean, what, you think we're going to do all year long and not do the playoffs? There is a potential scheduling conflict, but we're going to hope and pray it doesn't happen. Chicken teriyaki for Sam. Ooh, that sounds good. There's potentially one scheduling conflict, but we're going to hope and pray it doesn't happen. Dylan Brooks goes 1 for 2 at the line, so the Rockets' lead is up to 4. Jovic gets a screen. No substitutions for Miami yet. Jovic is going to take a step back 3. He misses. So rebound down to Cam Whitmore, who just checked in. Jock Landau also in for Houston, so they make a couple subs. Van Vliet, pull up 3, no good. Jovic with the board, and he'll bring it up. Jovic guarded by Whitmore, at least in transition here. He swings it over to Bam. Bam finds a curling Duncan. Duncan puts up a 3. Comes up short, and the rebound is gathered by Dylan Brooks, Van Vliet to the rack. Euro step. Out to Londale. One more to Brooks. Brooks now getting it to Smith, who's posting up Duncan. Jabari Smith, the former 3rd overall pick, back to Brooks, who makes a 3. 18-11 in favor of Houston. Rockets shooting 3 for 5 from 3. 2 of them coming from Dylan Brooks, who I took more than on prize picks. Butler to the rim, fouled by Whitmore, and Jimmy Butler with a nice little jab step baseline drive earns himself a trip to the charity stripe. That looked good. That was better. Show the young rookie from Villanova how it's done. Caleb Martin, first man off the bench for Miami. He will replace Nikola Jovic. So no Tyler Herro yet. No Herro yet. Butler goes 2 for 2 at the line. 13-18. This is the first... Jesus. Oh, brother, man. Turnover. I think it's a turnover. Yeah. Over and back. At first, they didn't call the over and back. I mean, it was clearly an over and back, though. Clearly. So it's going back to Miami. Another $2 super chat from, well, he actually sent in 2 more. Juggalotus. You got it, my friend. Butler to the rim for a layup as the Heat pull within 3, 18-15. Butler's now got 6 first-quarter points. It's good to see. Van Vliet 3, no good. Bam with the board. They can either tie this game up or pull within 1. Butler brings it up, swings it over, doesn't actually. Pump fake the pass, now drove inside. Followed by Jabari Smith, and now Butler. Are they going to say this was on the floor, or are they going to say he was starting his shooting motion? That would be the key here. I owe 6 more shots. We might have to make the, I know I said any super chat with 14, but we might have to make it $5 minimum for Juggalotus. Or he's just going to pepper me. Butler makes the free throw to make it 18-16, and here he comes. Tyler Herro is checking into the ball game. The first time in 20 games for the Miami Heat. Herro is back. Spam those 14s. He's actually going to check in for Jimmy. It's his first appearance since February 23rd. So he is not checked in yet because he came in for Butler, who made the free throw. So 8 points for Jimmy. So it's the next time out. Herro is going to come in, but continue to spam those 14s as Tyler's making his return for the Miami Heat. Say what you want about Tyler, but the Heat need him if they want to make a run. And it's good to have him back in the lineup. Another three by Dillon Brooks. I think he's already hit his more than on Prize Picks. Good pick by me. I know ball. Yeah, he's got 12 points. I knew it. 10.5 was too low. Duncan Robinson coming off a curl, drives inside, kicks it out to Martin, who drives down the lane, hangs, and hits a tough layup. Good bucket from Caleb Martin off the bench on his first shot. Heat down 2. The offense is starting to pick up a little bit here. Just got to contain Dillon Brooks, of all people. Brooks has been being defended by not really anyone specifically, more of just anyone who's guarding him. Missed shot by the... missed shot by the Rockets that goes out of bounds. Juggalos is cracking me up, and I continue to just get killed. He's making me laugh, man, so I lose train of thought. All right, Rozier goes to the bench, and it is going to be Tyler Herro finally checking into the ball game. Tyler's back. Juggalo says 14 damn inflation. Kevin Love also in as well. So it's Butler, Herro, Martin, Love, and Duncan for Miami. Jimmy's going to try his second three of the game. He'll miss that. I don't even know how many I have now. I think it's 7 shots again. I'm back up to 7. Thank Juggalotus. He's taking it to me tonight. Shout out to him. Herro on his first possession gets a stop on Cam Whitmore and the rebound. He brings it up now. Gets it up to Caleb Martin for a right wing 3. That rattles in and out. That was halfway down. Rebound by Brooks. He'll bring it up now for Houston. I said that I was curious to see how Houston plays in terms of their intensity due to their season practically being over. If there's one player on the Rockets that is going to continue to play hard because it's wired in his DNA, it is Dillon Brooks. Butler blocked by Jabari Smith. Smith up and running. Gets it to Cam Whitmore, who smokes the layup. Kevin Love with the board. Outlet to Duncan. Up to Caleb now. Caleb straight line to the rim. Not defended. And lays it up and in. So Martin with a couple buckets in a row here. And the Heat get it tied back up at 21 in this first quarter. Caleb Martin doing a good job attacking the rim. And with 2.5 minutes to go in the first period, the Heat and Rockets are even at 21. While we are in this timeout, we'll go knock some shots down after this TV timeout. But I got to tell you about one of our sponsors, that is Factor Meals. Check out Factor, the #1 ready-to-eat meal delivery kit in North America. I use them every day. I had it for lunch today. I didn't have it for dinner, though. I wish I did, because my dinner was good. I told you what I had, but it would have been better if I had Factor, because they are fresh, never frozen meals that are crafted by chefs and dietitian approved to make sure you're getting really good nutritious value as well as tasting food as well. It'll help you stay fueled up and feeling good all day long. Don't wait any longer. Get started today. Just 2-minute meals, fuel up fast with restaurant quality meals that are ready to heat and eat wherever and whenever you want. Factor is the perfect solution if you're looking for fast, premium options with no cooking required. My personal favorite is that you don't have to worry about cleaning up afterwards either. So head to factormeals.com/HeatChat50 and use code HeatChat50 to get 50% off. That is code HeatChat50 at factormeals.com/HeatChat50. That link is in the live chat as well as the description of today's live show. All right, time to knock out some shots after that Factor Meals read. Back up to 7, so we'll probably do another 3 here. Keep on spamming those 14s, though, for Herro, who is not taking a shot yet in his return, but he is back for Miami. W. Gooder says, when did I start drinking? Like in my lifetime, W? You talking about my life, W? Yes. Well, when I turned 21, of course. All right, still 4 more to go. Sam, I'm already struggling. I mean, guys, if you've come around the channel long enough, you know that I am not the best well-spoken guy. And you guys know that when it comes to the end of the games, I start getting angry. I start swearing a lot. I mean, I'm not going to say it's because of the alcohol, but it definitely plays a factor into it every game, right? Plays a factor into every game. I don't know what the frig just happened. Cam Whitmore got a wide open dunk on the other end, and they're up 2. Haywood Highsmith checked in for Duncan Robinson. Herro has it right wing now, defended by Jalen Green. Jimmy Butler sets him a screen. It's swung over to Love for a 3. It's too strong. Rebound by Jalen Green. Yeah, it's going to be a long one. It is what it is. Green has it left wing, defended by Highsmith. Gets it. Oh, it's tipped. A steal by Haywood Highsmith. Herro brings it up. Good pass inside. Jimmy Butler with a dunk. He's now got 8 points in the quarter. And Tyler Herro providing not a shot attempt yet, but a couple good passes. Jalen Green now drives to the rim, misses the layup. But they call a foul on Tyler Herro on that shot. So Green's going to get 2 shots at the charity stripe. Thank you, Antonius. Says I feel a little distracted tonight. I am a little bit. Not from any other factor other than the super chats, to be honest. You guys make me laugh, and then my mind thinks of the super chat, and then I lose train of thought of the game. Same thing actually happens in the live chat as well. If I look down for a split second, I see a comment that either makes me think of something or hits with me or something like that, and I'll just lose quick thought of the game, and I don't say the right thing or forget who we're playing for a quick second, which I did earlier today. These things can happen. Oh, all right. 2 free throws made by Houston. Almost turned over. It is turned over by Miami. Bad pass by Kevin Love. Jimmy Butler unable to track it down, and it'll go back to Houston. Both teams have turned the ball over 4 times today. Jaime Jaquez Jr. checks in for the first time today with 1:25 to go in the period. Jimmy Butler will take a seat. So it's Kevin Love, Highsmith, Caleb Martin, Herro, and Jaquez for Miami. Miami goes to a 2-3 zone and immediately lets up a wide open 3 to Aaron Holiday. Offensive rebound by Cam Whitmore, but he misses the layup. And now the Heat out and running. Herro, pull-up jumper at the elbow. Welcome back, Tyler Herro. His first shot attempt since February 23rd against the New Orleans Pelicans. It falls with a nice little elbow jumper. Brooks looks to answer with a 3. Misses. Good rebound by Love. Love will push the pace for Miami with an outlet pass up to Martin. Finds Herro. Herro gets it back. Tyler, guarded by Jock Landau. Isolate on that, Herro. He has it. Now gets it inside to Love, who's posting up Cam Whitmore. Love facing him up. Love backing him back down, spinning to his right hand, but misses the bank shot. But Haywood Highsmith creates a second chance opportunity as Jalen Green hit the rebound or ball out of bounds after boxing out Haywood Highsmith. People forget, by the way, even though Herro is not the most thought of as a three-point sniper, he took the most three-pointers on the team prior to his injury at 8 a game. He does shoot 39% from the three-point line as well. The Heat take the lead after a nice little Kevin Love right hook off glass. He just missed it a second ago. Makes it on his second attempt after a good set on the baseline. So the Heat are up by 2 now. 3-second differential between shot clock and game clock. So there's a chance Miami gets last possession of the quarter. Whitmore has it left wing, back over to Jalen Green. Now to Londale, who swings it over to Brooks. Brooks drives on Jaquez, hangs, and hits the floater. So 10 seconds to go in the quarter, and the game is tied at 27. Herro bringing it up. 5. Gets a screen. Drives on Whitmore. Stops. Hangs in the air. Can't hit on the jumper. So that will be the end of the first 12 minutes. And we are even in Houston. 27-27. A tightly contested game between the Rockets and the Miami Heat. Oh, another $20 super chat from Chaco Bear. What's up, Chaco? How's my favorite cat doing? How's my favorite cat doing, Chaco? Oh. He says, put me on the Hall of Fame, preferably next to my dad. Also leave room for my little bro. Okay. My second favorite cat, Roxy, might be coming up next soon. We'll put you right next to I'll create an entire row just for the bear family here. We'll go Buddy Bear right here in the bottom. Right here in the bottom. Buddy Bear there. Chaco Bear there. Buddy Bear and Chaco Bear right next to each other. Let's go. Let's go. And also had 14 in there. So now 5 shots remaining. We're battling. We're battling, that's for sure. Start chugging water. I mean, Tyler says, why are we struggling against the Rockets? It's not like the Rockets are a bad team. They are missing quite a bit of people, but it's not like they're a horrific basketball team. It's not like they're horrific. Whew. I mean, I wouldn't say they're bad. Are they an above average team? No. But they're like a decent team. Good game for the Bulls today? I caught the score on the bottom ticker. What do you do? Scumbag. I mean, that's dirty player Josh Hart right there. Go Bulls. Go Bulls. All right, we're back in the second quarter. Herro gets it. Bam back into the game. Bam sets a screen for Tyler. Herro gets it back to Bam on the left block. Bam, jab step, right hook. Good. See, that's much better from Bam. Bam got the switch. It was Cam Whitmore defending him. Instead of doing some bullshit, Bam, jab step, quick drive into the middle of the paint, bump, right hook. More of that, please. When you get a size advantage, quick moves to get to your post hook or something like that is much better than a jumper. Whitmore looking to answer with a 3. He does. The talented rookie out of Villanova, who many thought was going to be a lottery pick, myself included, but ended up going 20th overall to Houston. Herro has it. Picks up his dribble, now gets it all the way around to Jaquez. Jaquez inside the Bam, and it's a Bam slam! That ball was close to being turned over, but Bam corralled it and was able to set himself up for an easy two-handed slam. Heat still in a zone. Jabari Smith at the free throw line takes the jumper and connects. I mean, that's just too easy. Too easy of an entry pass and not enough people on him when he caught it at the free throw line. Herro to Bam. Bam swings it over to Martin. Martin almost set up a 3. Instead gets it around to Jaquez. Jaquez swings it to Herro. Herro loses the dribble, regains it, slows it down. 5 on the shot clock. Herro launches a deep 3, top of the key. No good. Rebound by Jalen Green, and he'll lead the charge for Houston. Jalen Green, Euro step to the rim. He misses the layup. Rebound by Adebayo. Outlet to Herro. Herro thought about a 3, instead drives. Drop off to Martin for an easy layup. And the Heat jump out up in front, 33-32. Good job by Tyler to drive inside, but not force up a bad shot and find the cutter. Jalen Green the other way. Step back 3 over Bam. Brick City. Rebound Martin. Heat out and running now. Caleb behind the back. Drop off pass to Jaquez, who has a nice little reverse layup. The Heat are doing a really good job tonight so far of getting out in transition and attacking the rim, not settling for any bad jumper. Oh boy. Whitmore spinning jumper, basically airballed it. Jaquez with the board. Jaime up and pushing the pace now for Miami. He swings it to Herro, who gets a screen from Bam. Herro lobs it inside that Adebayo, who is fouled by Reggie Bullock, a name that I haven't said in a long time. I think the thing that has been the most noticeable for me, at least, with Tyler Herro's return to action today is he's 1 for 3 from the field, but he does as good as a job as anyone as when he drives to the rim, keeping all of his options open. Like when he goes to the rim, he looks to score, but he is also comfortable dishing it off to a cutter or someone outside looking to shoot. Like when Jimmy sometimes drives, he only looks to pass, and he's not respected, or he only looks to score. But when Tyler drives, he is always a threat to pass, always a threat to shoot, and it creates him a much more dangerous driver than someone else on this team. Like even Rozier sometimes gets in a habit of driving to score rather than driving to set up someone else or just keep his options open. Bam corralled a rebound off of a Houston miss and went coast to coast for an easy layup. Shout out to Bam. He's rebounded with a much better first half tonight after, well, I don't know who the fuck yesterday was. Jalen Green now working on Bam. Driving. Hangs. Bumped. Foul called. So Jalen Green will go to the line with 8.5 to go in the first half. Couple super chats. Steve Gabriel, who I'm going to give a raffle ticket to because I believe he has now sent in at least $9 for the day. Shout out to you, Steve Gabriel. Even if the Heat lose, you'll be too drunk to care. Silver lining and everything, folks. 14. Roxy LBB's cap put me on the hall ball, preferably next to my big bro or dad, 14. So I don't remember where I left off in terms of shots. I think someone tell me where I left off. Please don't lie. Please don't lie. What's up, Reaper? 2 free throws made by Jalen Green. It's a 3-point game. Herro, guarded by Jeff Green, drives to his right hand, hangs, kicks it over to Martin. One more to Highsmith. Back to Herro in the corner. Tyler, guarded by Jalen Green. Herro drives baseline. Fouled, reach-in foul called. So that helps out Miami as there was only 4 on the shot clock. Now it will be set to a fresh 14. Roxy says you said 5 before those two, 7. Thank you. Thank you. Or I'll give an option. I owe 7 shots, or I can do a beer bong and cut off 4 shots. How about that? Herro drives inside, babies Jabari Smith, and lays it up and in. Herro with 4 points, now on 2 of 4 shooting. Pretty good for Tyler. Reggie Bullock gets it. Oh, it's turned over. What a play by Jaime Jaquez. And he saves it to Bam. Bam. Fouled by Van Fleet. And now Bam's going to go to the line. Type Y for yes, type N for no. Are you okay with me taking 4 shots off and doing a beer bong? Good move by Tyler just a moment ago. Now Bam's getting 2 free throws. I see a yes. I see enough yeses to already seal the deal. I'll do a beer bong next time. Probably helps a little bit. I don't know how much it actually helps because it's technically more liquid, but it's less liquid that damages you, I guess. Bam makes the first. By the way, quick little sidebar on that Bam foul. Yes, he got fouled. He's going to the line. But the player that picked him up in transition was Fred VanVleet. And Bam initially looked to pass it to a trailing 3. Brother, it was Fred VanVleet. You're 7 inches taller than him. Go score. I mean, he got 2 free throws and made 2 free throws. He made a 7-point game, but he should have just take it off the go. VanVleet drives, fouled by Highsmith, and he'll get 2 free throws. All right, Jugalotus with a 5. 14, you might as well stop counting and just finish the ball. Herro. Remind me this is the last time I do a deal today for that, like this. Last time I do it, something like this. Van Vliet makes the first free throw. 41-35. So I owe 4 shots and a beer bong right now. That's where we're sitting. That's what we'll do. Van Vliet makes both. 41-36. Bam! Oh, it's a Bam Slam! Great pick and roll between Herro and Adebayo. Little pocket pass to a cutting Bam, who slammed it home with authority. That's one thing Miami misses as well. Herro and Bam are excellent in the pick and roll. Great chemistry between them two, which gives you now 2 good pick and roll options with Bam, Rozier, and Tyler. Jalen Green slithers inside, misses, gets his own offensive rebound, and is bumped by Martin. So Jalen Green heading back to the free throw line for 2. Jalen Green, call him what you want. He's inefficient at times. He jacks a lot of threes. He is very quick and athletic. He's fantastic at finding his way to the rim, drawing fouls, and getting to the line. Rob Cipher asked for an update on the the Pacers Thunder game. With 1:30 to go in the third quarter, the Pacers are winning 95-84, so an 11-point lead for the Pacers, which is a little bit unfortunate if you're asking for Miami. First time out of the second quarter, and we're going to pump out this beer bong. We got the watermelon. No Happy Mom, so we're going straight to the Happy Dads. Watermelon is the flavor today. All right, let's go. Whew. I think you're right. I think the beer bongs were much easier. I think that's the way to go from here on out. I have 4 shots left. Would you want me to do another beer bong, or would you rather have me take the 4 shots? 4 shots to get even, or another beer bong? Let me know in the chat. It's called a Murbanga. See? Even got a little booby action there. All right, I see shots. So I'll do shots. DJ, what are you talking about, man? The Heat basically can't get to the 9 seed. It's either going to be 7 or 8 for Miami, which means they at worst. Or a half game back of Indiana. 3 games back in New York and Orlando for the 4-5. But both those teams are losing today. So if the Heat win, it could be 6 games behind New York and Orlando. New York's losing by 13 to Chicago in the first half. And Charlotte, the Charlotte Hornets are beating the Magic by 13 to start the fourth quarter. Brandon Miller, last time I checked, had 17 points and didn't miss a shot from the field in that first quarter. Jalen Green at the line. Makes the first. Excuse me. Jalen Green's been on a heater over the last 3 weeks, and he goes 2 for 2 there. It's a 5-point lead for Miami. Terry Rozier checks back in. It's Jaquez, Rozier, Highsmith, Bam, and Herro. Good to see Tyler and Terry get acclimated to one another once again. Bam has it left wing, drives on Jeff Green, backs him down, gets to the paint, pump fakes, kicks it out to Rozier. Terry, 2 on the shot clock, has to fire, sidestep, corner 3, no good, but a foul is called on Jabari Smith. The Rockets are 7-3 in their last 10 games, but they actually lost their last 3 games. They were on like a 10, I think, game winning streak prior to those 3 losses. Bad foul here. Let's see if it will be challenged by Ime Udoka. It won't, so 3 free throws coming for Scary Terry. Terry continuing his strong play as of late for Miami. You could only hope that Terry, if he can continue this 3-point shooting and scoring output he's been giving you, and then you pair that up with Tyler Herro, who was averaging 20.8 points per game when playing before the injury, you could have a real nice backcourt to complement Jimmy and Bam, man. That's the goal. Rozier did miss the first free throw. Makes the second, though. Honestly, that's the first time Terry's missed a free throw in what feels like a long time. I can't give you the exact number, but it feels like Terry has not missed a free throw in a while before that. Butler back in, so Jaquez out, Bam out. I tell you what, I know this rotation probably won't stand for long because who knows if Herro goes back in the starting lineup or not. But the one thing that the early first half rotation has shown me since Tyler's been back is the one player to get their minutes cut the most might end up being the rookie Jaime Jaquez Jr. Could be Jovic as well if Jovic doesn't check back in this half. Turnover! Rozier has it. Rozier up and running. Drop off to Herro, who gives one more to Butler, who misses the layup. Back out to Herro, one more to Rozier. I mean, what the fuck, Jimmy? Rozier, open 3. Good. I guess we'll take 3 instead of 2. But the fact that Butler misses a point-blank layup is just disgusting. A 3-on-1 break, and Miami almost didn't even get off. They didn't. It was a 3-on-1 break, and they didn't score. Like, they ended up scoring because Houston just had a mental lapse and left Rozier for a split second, which allowed him to get an open 3. But, like, how did we not get an easy dunk? What are we doing here? Jock Londale, floater, goes, and the lead back down to 8. This has been a very slow but steady run for Miami to give them the lead. Herro inside, hangs and finishes. Herro now with 6 points. He's been good in his return. Van Vliet takes him off the dribble, though, and spins in for an easy layup. That's what can't happen if you're Tyler. Can't score and then just give up a bucket with no, like, I'm spacing on the word I'm looking for. Either way, Herro drives inside, hangs, misses the 10-foot jumper, rebound down to Dylan Brooks. He's out and running. Finds a trailing Jalen Green, who drives, steps back for a deep 2 on Highsmith and connects. That's what Jalen Green brings to the table. Lead down to 6 with 5 to go in the quarter. Love at the top of the key. Timeout, Eric Spoelstra. Spo wants to talk something over. Heat lead by 6, 50-44, with under 5 minutes to go in the quarter. Shout out to whoever just subscribed. You're a legend. And shout out to Prize Picks for sponsoring today's live show. The #1 daily fantasy sports app. Women's Final Four happening right now. You can still make some picks for that. You can make picks for NBA as the season comes to a conclusion the following Sunday from this one. And then the playoffs begin. Men's Final Four tomorrow night. So get started with the #1 daily fantasy sports app today. Like I said, pick more than, pick less than. It's that easy. You can win up to 100 times your money starting today. Yes, you heard that correctly. My picks today, I took the less than on Terry Rozier, 17.5 points. Terry has 7. So we'll see what happens on that front. I took the more than on Bam, 14.5 rebounds and assists. He's got 5 rebounds, set 2 assists, so he's on pace. I like that. Took the more than on Dylan Brooks, 10.5 points. Nailed it already. He's already got 12. So I am looking good here. I also did a flex today because it is Flex Friday, which means you can Get your money back if you lose on a flex play. A flex play just means you got to get 2 out of 3 right. If you do 3, if you do 4, it's got to be 3 out of 4. You're just allowed to miss 1 in a flex play. And if you lose that flex play, you get your money back on Flex Play Friday. Shout out to Prize Picks for making it so much fun to play daily fantasy sports on a daily basis. For returning users, new users, they have it all. Get started today with prizepicks.com/CLNS, code CLNS, or just download the app and use code CLNS. All right. Who you got? MIA for the Heat, HOU for the Rockets. Playing some Neo on the crib. Oh. Oh, man. Orlando's coming back in that game, you say? So you say. What's the score of those women's Final Four games? I don't know if the main attraction of Iowa and UConn has started. It's not. South Carolina's destroying NC State. Missed 3 by Haywood Highsmith. And then they call foul on Kevin Love on a box out. That looked like a good box out to me. That's a bad missed call, man. Officials stink. Ooh, the Mets are up 2-1 on the Reds. We stink. Even though we're winning, we stink. Good outing from Jose Quintana, though. We have 3 hits. I mean, we're a bad team. We are a bad team. These guys kill me. 2 free throws made by Houston to make it a 50-46 ball game. The lead was just 10, by the way. It was 50-40. Herro checks out. Duncan Robinson back in. Bam backing down on Jock Landale. Excuse me, that's Butler. Thought it was Bam for a second. Swings it over to Rozier. Rozier, left wing 3. Too strong. Rebound was long rebound, and Van Vliet checks it down. Jalen Green, corner 3. No good. Rebound gathered by Highsmith after it was tipped by many people. Highsmith picked up his dribble. I don't know what the fuck that was, but they end up getting it past half court barely. Butler to Duncan. Duncan drives, stops, kicks it back over to Jimmy. Swung around to Rozier. Rozier baseline drive. Finds an open Highsmith corner 3. Too strong. Kevin Love offensive rebound and put back for him. Love was a monster on the glass on Thursday, last night against the Sixers, and just dominating again on the glass today. Jalen Green knifes his way to the rim for an easy layup. He's a good attacker, man. He can really get to the rim. His jump shot is inconsistent and spotty at best, but he can get to the rim, I'll tell you what. Butler drives on Dylan Brooks, kicks it out to Rozier. Rozier now on Jalen Green, blocked from behind. Van Vliet out and running for Houston. Finds Jeff Green. Now Landale. That's a perfectly executed fast break run by Houston, and they're within 2. It's a 10-2 run for the Rockets over the last 2.5 minutes. Duncan Robinson brings it up, picks up his dribble, swings over to Highsmith. Martin and Adebayo will check in next time out. Rozier drives baseline, back to Highsmith. Haywood, pump fake, relocates. 3. No good, but guess who's there for an offensive rebound and put back? It's Kevin Love. I mean, the importance Kevin Love has to this team is unmatched. 6 points, 5 rebounds. What he provides to you in terms of floor spacing, rebounding on both offensive and defensive side of the ball, he can do it all. Rozier strips Jalen Green. Miami's out and running. It's a 3-on-1. Jimmy fouled, and Butler is going to get 2 free throws as Fred Van Vliet just grabbed a hold of him, and the 3-on-1. Great help defense by Rozier to time up his help perfectly. as Jalen Green went to go spin towards back the middle of the lane. Rozier came over at the perfect time, grabbed them. And if you're a hooper out there yourself, just some subtle things. If you're an off-ball defender and you see that your teammate is getting driven on, right? And you can tell, like, there are subtle nuances if you play basketball long enough to be able to tell when a player is going to want to spin to get back to the middle of the floor. And if you're able to hide yourself on the defensive side, not be seen, and it's not anticipated that you're going to come help over, when that person spins back to the middle of the lane, if you time it up perfectly, you are oftentimes going to get a steal. I mean, that is something that I look for a lot when I play basketball as an off-ball defender. If I see that the driver is not conscious of where he is or where they're spinning to, you could come over and just take the ball right out of their hand. I pride myself. I'm not the best on-ball defender. I know that. I pride myself on being one of the best team defenders and off-ball guys in all pickup basketball. Which is funny, too, because my mindset in basketball is much different now than it was when I actually was playing competitively. I'll tell you that. A 3 for Jabari Smith Jr. as the lead's cut down to 3 for Miami. Rockets 6 of 17 from deep. Miami 2 of 15. Make it 3 of 16 as Butler knocks down a triple. That was his third attempt of the game, and he knocks it down. 15 first half points for Jimmy. Attaboy, Butler. Van Vliet to Smith. Another corner attempt for Jabari. And another make. The former top 3 pick out of Auburn's coming alive today. Rozier back the other way. Good offensive first half for Miami. Defense, not so much. Terry, 3 is good. Back-to-back triples by Miami. Rozier continues his three-point shooting barrage over the last week and a half, and the Heat lead by 6 with a minute to go in the half. Terry's got 10 first-half points. Another good game for Rozier so far. Jock Landale misses the floater. Rebound by Bam. I didn't even realize that Bam and Love were both in this game. They went big to close out the half. Bam drives, bumped by Smith, so Adebayo is going to go to the line for 2 as the Heat are in the bonus. 45 to go in the first half. Heat have a chance to extend their lead up to 8 with a pair of free throws. Scary Terry has been unbelievable. He has been your best offensive player in the past 2 weeks. He has. Over the past 2 weeks, your best offensive player has been Terry Rozier. Certainly hasn't been Jimmy. Say that. Second was probably Bam up until yesterday. Bam was so bad yesterday, but over the past couple weeks, he has been good. Love will check out. It was fascinating that Jovic played the first 6 minutes of the game and then haven't played since then. Love had 11 points and 16 rebounds yesterday. He was great, man. He was great. Love sits down. Highsmith back in for the final minute. Bam goes 2 for 2 at the line, so it's an 8-point lead for Miami. Van Vliet gets doubled and bumped. The Rockets are in the bonus, so Van Vliet's going to get 2 free throws. Did I say Rozier? I feel like I said Rozier. Maybe I said Van Vliet. I don't know. All I know is that he's getting 2 free throws. Van Vliet. Herro will come in for the final 35 seconds for offense. Van Vliet misses the first free throw. Highsmith out. So the Heat have one more possession left in all likelihood, unless they take a really quick shot or get fouled really quickly. And we'll have a 7-point lead going into that possession. I mean, I don't want to ask for too much, but a 3 to end the half and a stop to go into the half up 10, that'd be nice. As Van Vliet makes it a 7-point game. Rozier will bring it up. Guarded by Van Vliet. Rozier gets a screen from Bam. Now it's a switch. Get it to Bam. They do get to Bam, who's defended by Aaron Holiday. Adebayo backing him down. Spinning baseline. Drop off to Butler. It's tipped. Loose ball turnover. Shoot the ball, Bam. Fifth turnover of the game. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Van Vliet, step back 3. He banked it in. They say it was a 2. But that is the half. A bank 2 after a step back, pump fake, step through 2. It goes, and it's going to be 64-59 at the half. He clearly got it off. It was actually good defense by Miami. I mean, that's just a tough shot. I mean, he banked in a left wing 3. I mean, it was a 2. So not 3, but still, there's a long 2. He'd have to win this game on the road on the second night of a back-to-back. They're lead by 5 after the first 24 minutes. Grade the first half for me. Chase, what's up, my friend? What is up, my man? Ron Baker says B-. Kang Ray says B. Mirage B. Reaper B-. A B, B- sounds right to me. Number 1 Dolphins Heat fan. Number 1, you say? Says B. McKenna B, Alfonso C, Jimbo B, Sion B, Sion B, Dead Rats B, Rome A, Levi Shaw C+. Chase, I am going to go with the upset. I'll take Paige Buchers and UConn tonight. Javier says the Knicks are losing by 19. Let's go. We want the Knicks to lose. I mean, listen. The Pacers are up by 13 with 6.5 to go. That game's likely over. But the Knicks are down 17 at the half. The Magic are down by 10 with 4.5 to go. The Heat came into the day 3 games back of those two. Heat have 6 games left. The Magic have, I think, 5 or 6. The Knicks have 6. So if after today, the Heat only trail the Magic or Knicks by 2 games, which is what would happen if all these games hold true to score, maybe we're looking at this the wrong way, and we could jump one of Orlando and New York for the 6th spot. One of Orlando and New York gets the 5 or 4. Indiana gets the 5. We get the 6. And the other team gets the 7. Maybe that's a possibility. Not going to put it out there. I mean, like I said, though, if you just take care of business and win on Sunday against Indiana and then finish the season 3-1, you're likely going to have the 6th seed. But that's neither here nor there. Oh, a buzzer beater 3 by New York. Now they're only down 16 at the half. God damn it. Ooh. But Miami, they should be targeting that 6th seed at bare minimum so the Heat do not have to play in the play-in. And I'll tell you this right now. I'll stay true to this. I actually don't care who the Heat play in the first round. I think we're going to win. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think if we played Milwaukee, I think if we played Philly, I think if we played Cleveland, New York, Orlando, Indiana, I think the Heat would win the first round series. I'm still 50-50 on if Miami can beat Boston. That I'm 50-50 on. That I'm not so sure we could beat the Celtics. Right now, maybe after I see more from Miami fully healthy with Tyler Herro back and the Heat get into their final rotation in these final 6 games, maybe I change my mind. Because I'll say it. I said this yesterday. Even though the Heat lost, I still think this Heat team and Heat roster is better than last year's Heat team. But the Celtics got much better than last year. That's really the only team that got better than last year. Maybe New York, but they don't have Randall the rest of the year. He's out for the rest of the year. Think about this. Jalen Brunson, Dante DiVincenzo, yeah, sure. But think about this. Last year's Knicks team, they lost Emmanuel quickly. They lost Julius Randle. They lost R.J. Barrett. And all they did is replace him with DiVincenzo and OG Anunoby and Bojan Bogdanovic. Like, is that a better team than they were last year? I don't know, Jim. I don't know if they are. I mean, I don't think the Bucks are that good, AJ. And if you want to say that's a delusional take of me, do me a favor, AJ. Go look at what the Bucks' record is in their last 30 games and then come back to me. Come back to me and look at what they've done in the last 30 games. That's a big sample size. It's almost half the season. Ever since that team has gotten Doc Rivers as their head coach, they are not a good team. Go look up their record in their last 30 games and come back to me about the Milwaukee Bucks. I'm not going to come up here and say that we're for sure beating the Celtics, but I feel confident about beating any other team in the East. I do. And I get teams are going to say they're afraid of Milwaukee, but like I'm being dead serious. Like, look at what they've done. AJ, I don't want to go back and forth with you here, but if you're going to look at a 3-game sample size this season when the two teams have played, and by the way, Miami won one of those games when their best player on the floor that day was Nikola Jovic, the matchups in season don't mean anything to me. They had Giannis and Damian Lillard that day, by the way, too. And Nikola Jovic was the best player on the floor. So I'm not going to come up here and act like the regular season matchups between teams mean anything. They do. AJ, I'd put money on it, but I'd be willing to bet a lot that you aren't confident putting money on that. You act like it's crazy to say we beat Milwaukee when Milwaukee has always had issues with our team. And their head coach is Doc Rivers. I'm afraid AJ doesn't know ball because he still has yet to come back to me with what the record of the Milwaukee Bucks are in their last 30 games. How am I supposed to reach out to you, AJ? I don't know who the hell you are. You really about that action? DM me. I'm out there on social media. I'm not hiding behind a fake avatar or anything like that. I'm out there. Nic Rohloff. You can find me. Says I have. You have. You don't answer. I check my DMs. I check them. I'm not always living in my DMs. I don't remember seeing an AJ out there. See, note, I'm starting to think Triple J won't even be in the playoffs that much. Because his minutes have been rapidly declining over the past couple weeks. Kind of starting to think he won't be that big of an impact guy. He'll be like a 12-minute guy in the playoffs, which is fine. But the best part about that, honestly, is that during those 12 to 15 minutes he'll play, he knows that that's all he's going to play. So in those 15 minutes, he is going to have the most energetic 15 minutes that you will ever see, which could either help him or hurt him. Says we could discuss further via Discord. I'm not on Discord, man. I know what Discord is. I'm just not. I don't go on Discord. I'm not a gamer like that, man. Not me. So our Super Chat menu today, by the way. Any Super Chat gets on the show. $10 gets a raffle ticket for a Bam Adebayo signed jersey. At the end of the month, we are going to raffle off that jersey. $10 gets you a ticket, which we'll do at the last stream of the month. $20 gets you into the Heat Report Hall of Fame. Gets your name on the ball. We fill this out, and then we send it off. Did I ever write in the other name, by the way? I didn't. Roxy. I don't know if Roxy is still in the chat, but Roxy's on there. Brother is just dropping out the craziest thing. He says, Zoom, Google, Hangouts, take your pick, Skype. AJ, we could talk here, but listen, we can't have an honest conversation when you're hiding behind a profile pic. That's how I feel. I don't know how many people in the chat are using their real name or not. I don't know that. Y'all know I'm for real. I'm Nic Rohloff, man. I'm not hiding. It's not a shame. I don't think it's a bad thing if you want to not share your identity with the world. It's just tough to have a real conversation when I'm talking to someone who's just AJ with no real profile pic, It's hard to gather those information. Skype, I'm dead. Mr. Gio with a $20 super chat. Shout out to one of the GOATs of the Heat Report. Honestly, I was having a conversation with someone in the office today about about the Heat super chatters and the legends on who do this and stuff like that. And Mr. Gio, you were in the top 5, that's for sure. I think I ranked my top 5 Heat Report super chatters as this. It was Sam Loctera 1. That's fair. That's fair. Number 2 is Jesus Batista. Number 3, I think I put as Wasim Khan. I think number 4, I had you, Mr. Gio. And then number 5 is Juggalotus. But Juggalotus is making his rise up the ranks real quick. I think those are my top 5. Top 5. Let's go Heat, I believe, #HeatLifer. That's why Mr. Gio's a real one. He knows what's up. And Mr. Gio's getting on the ball once again, baby. Pacers won. All right. Stinks. Mr. Gio, shout to you. Legend. Pacers did win. They're up 12 with 2 minutes to go. The Hornets also won. So, if we win today, only 2 games back of the Magic. Reaper says I should replace Spo. You're the go. I think I've said this on stream. If I ever wanted to change career paths, I think the career path that I'd want to go is in the coaching. I'm not going to lie. I think I would. I don't know what the process is, but I feel like I have enough of a basketball mind. I have an affection for trying to help others, and I know it's going to come off as a little bit of a joke, but I did this thing in college. It was called club basketball. I was a player coach where I coached and played on a team. And I got to be honest, there was times where I had more fun just being the coach, drawing up plays, calling timeouts, managing the game, coming up with sets, calling sets. I think that is very fun. I'm a big proponent of that. I like to uplift others in the sporting world. So I tell you what, I'm not saying I could ever come for Spo's job, but if I ever got out of sports media, journalism, stuff like that, I think I would try to pursue a coaching career. I think if you could ask my parents too, by the way, that when I was a young kid and we did job day or career day or whatever, I think I made my presentation about being a football coach. So it's always been something that I've had an affection for, even as a kid, is coaching. It's like having my hands in sports, because even as a coach, your competitiveness comes out to the extreme, where yes, you're not playing, but you're so damn competitive, it feels like you're playing. You're so invested. I love it. Coach Rowley has a nice ring to it, man. It does. Take us to the finals. Get me on the assistant coaching. Get me on the bench. I'll tell you what, you know who should be on the bench? And if you don't follow him on Twitter, you should. Brady Hawk. He does stuff for 5 Reasons Sports Network. He is so smart in terms of his basketball knowledge. He does great jobs of film breakdowns, threads on Twitter. You should follow him on Twitter. And if there was one person to make a jump from journalism/sports media into coaching, Brady Hawk should absolutely do it. Now, a lot of coaching has to do with leadership and the ability to inspire others, which is what I actually think my best part is, by the way. I was always a captain when I played sports when I was younger, so kind of am like a leader. Like, it's hard to say you're a leader and be a leader, you know what I mean? But like, I've always been like kind of gravitated towards that role. So that's like half of coaching, if you ask me, is being able to inspire your players. But obviously, film part of it too. All right, enough talking about me. The Heat have it, and the Heat got a bucket to start the second half. Duncan Robinson drove baseline, hit a little push shot floater, and that's how the second half scoring gets underway, 66-49. Van Vliet probing inside, same starting five for Miami to start the second half. Van Vliet, mid-range jumper, too strong, rebound Duncan Robinson. Oh, Mr. Gio with a $10 super chat. One more before we start. Mr. Gio gets a pair of raffle tickets for that Bam autographed jersey. Shout out to You're a Legend, baby. Bam gets it left wing, facing up on Jabari Smith. Now backs him down, gets to the middle of the paint, fades away. Misses, no good. Rebound by Van Vliet, who runs it up, swings it over to Dylan Brooks. Brooks settles it, finds a Van Vliet curling off a screen. Back to Jeff Green for a three. That's good. Tell you what, Jeff Green, he's an old guy, but he can still play. Second time we've seen Jeff Green this year, he can still play. 8 points for Mr. Green. Butler got it right wing. Gets it to Bam now on the corner. Out to a curling Duncan. Duncan, 5 on the shot clock. Has to make something happen here. Gets a screen. Launches a deep three. And can't connect. Duncan a little spotty here. Oh, a little DJ Franke action. We'll get that on screen here in a second. Dylan Brooks quickly the other way. Out to Jabari Smith. They'll reset the offense up to Jalen Green. 4-point lead for Miami. 9 to go. Swung over to Jeff Green. He'll put up another three. He'll hit front rim. That barely caught the rim, I'll tell you that. Rozier out and running. Met by Dylan Brooks. Gets it up now to Bam at the left elbow. Bam. Back to Duncan. Duncan drives inside, hangs, fouled. Duncan Robinson earning himself a trip to the charity stripe. How about this $20 super chat from DJ Frankie? It was a first-time super chat. Shout out to DJ Frankie. Getting a raffle ticket and a spot into the Hall of Fame. Shout out to DJ Frankie. Duncan at the line for 2 right now. We'll get Frankie onto the ball. Shout out to you, my friend. DJ Frankie, let's go, baby. Appreciate everyone who super chatted today. Good night on the stream today. Good audience. Good super chat number as the Heat lead by 6 as Duncan went 2 for 2 at that charity stripe trip. Jalen Green's got it. Steps back on Duncan Robinson. Deep three, no good. Jovic with the rebound. He'll push it up for Miami. Up ahead to Robinson. Robinson finds a trailing Rozier. Terry with a jab step. Hesitation drive on Jalen Green. Step back jumper on the baseline. Can't go. Bam with the offensive rebound. Goes up, right hook, good. Lead back up to 8. That was a really strong move by Adebayo to get the rebound and go up. No weak shit, no fading away. Settle himself and go up with a strong right hook. Van Vliet drives, drops it off. Jeff Green swung to Jabari Smith. Corner triple. No good. Rozier board. Terry will slowly bring it up. Now accelerates to the rim. Euro step. Turns it over. A little out of control there. Drove into a bunch of people. Dylan Brooks the other way. Rejected by Adebayo. Jabari Smith gets it. And then he's fouled by Nikola Jovic. And Jabari Smith will go to the line for 2. Adebayo almost curled that and caught it. He timed it up perfectly, absolutely rejected Dylan Brooks, and almost like pinned it against the glass so easily where he was almost going to be able to pull it off and keep it himself. But I wasn't able to do that. Shout out to you, DJ Frankie. Love the flex emoji, baby. Appreciate the support, my man. I see AJ's comment, and I have a question for you guys. Would you guys want, and see, here's the thing, like if we do this though, I need y'all to step up your game over on Twitter. Would you guys want to have a Twitter space? First of all, do you guys know what Twitter space is? Because I'd be willing to host the spaces to have a conversation where you guys can voice your opinion and I could hear what you guys have to say without it just being over text on YouTube. That way, it's probably the easiest way, for me at least, with all the apps I'm on. But either way, we'll talk about game, and we'll revisit that conversation later. Duncan 3, good! Splash for Duncan Robinson. Second triple of the game. He's up to 9 points. Or, I don't know if that's true, actually. But the Heat lead by 9. Duncan's got at least 8. I don't know if he has 9. Dylan Brooks drives inside, fouled by Robinson. You know, Duncan has an issue with fouls. That's for sure. People are saying no. It's unfortunate because I think Twitter Spaces is the easiest way to have a conversation that includes me, includes you guys. It's the most simple. I don't have to create a link. I don't have to download an app. Other than Twitter, I mean, you download that app and I could just go live on Spaces and have y'all join if you follow me. And then you guys can request to speak. I could take questions. Have one person speak at a time. I think that'd be the easiest way to do it. I just don't know if enough people would join because I'm not going to do it if there's only like 3 people in there. 2 free throws made for Houston. Everyone hates Twitter. I don't know why. Twitter is the best app in my opinion. Butler, corner 3 is good. Second 3 of the game for Jimmy Butler. And the Heat lead back up to double digits. It's the largest it's been all day. Jimmy now has 18 points for the game. It's been a very quiet 18, but I'm just glad Jimmy's looking to score a little bit more tonight than he has been the past couple of games. Great defense by Jovic, and he forces a turnover. Jalen Green out of control, out of bounds. TBC's that you know what Roblox, Minecraft, and Fortnite is. I know Fortnite. I used to play Fortnite a lot. I don't know Roblox. I know Minecraft. I don't play Minecraft. I don't know if it's even considered playing Minecraft. I don't know how it works. Butler has it left wing. Gets a screen from Bam. Jimmy's going to launch another 3. Misses it. That's Jimmy Butler's 5th 3-point attempt of the game. I don't know the last time Jimmy's taken that many threes in a game. Van Vliet drives, air ball. There's Adebayo, the defensive player of the year, in my opinion, for a reason, making a difference on the defensive end once again. Butler's got it right wing. Swings it over to Bam. Bam thought about a 3, instead hands it over to Duncan. Duncan, defensive 3-second violation is what they're going to call. So Jimmy's going to get a free throw here to get the lead potentially up to 11, which would be the largest of the game. 350 people watching. If you are a Heat fan looking for Miami Heat content, this is the channel for you. I am Nic Rohloff. I am live for every single Miami Heat game. We'll be live for the postseason as well. We're going to be the #1 hub for Heat content and coverage over the next eternity. I'm not going to say months because we'll be live for games. We'll have you covered for the postseason. But once the season ends, we'll be sad about it. But we're still going to have you guys covered in the offseason with draft rumors, draft targets, on draft night, free agency rumors, signings, trade rumors. We'll have it all. Already got a segment picked out for when it matters next. I don't know if you've seen what you've seen. I don't know if you guys have seen what has been happening with Donovan Mitchell. A little peek behind the curtain here. It is rumored that D-Mitch is not going to sign a long-term deal with the Cavs unless they make a run to the NBA Finals this year. The report is that he is not going to sign a long-term extension with the Cavs unless they make a run to the Finals. He just doesn't think he could win a title with this current core in Cleveland unless it's proven to him that they can make it that far. And with 1 year left on his deal, which is next year, it is very likely that Cleveland might trade him this offseason. I'd expect Miami to be interested in Donovan Mitchell. I'd expect Donovan Mitchell to have an interest in signing a long-term deal with Miami. The question is, do the Heat have enough assets for Donovan Mitchell, and are they going to be willing to give them up for Donovan Mitchell? That is the question. There's other teams out there. The Spurs would probably like to get their hands on Donovan Mitchell. They're going to have a top 5 pick in this year's draft. They have a lot of picks, probably enticing for D-Mitch to team up with Victor Wembanyama. There's always the New York and Donovan Mitchell connection. But I don't think that'd be a good idea for them, to be honest, because I don't think a Brunson-D-Mitch backcourt could work. I don't think it would. And the question is, does Miami have enough to offer? They have 2 first-round picks they can send. They have Jaquez. They have Jovic. It'll be a conversation that will have to be had in the postseason. And I'll tell you what, if Miami goes out early, say they lose in the first round of the playoffs, I could see a massive shakeup coming this offseason for Miami. I could see it. I could. Jay the Fox asking, do you want Miami to draft Bronny? If it means LeBron James is going to sign with the Heat for a vet men, sure. All right, I owe 4 shots. We'll cut into it with 1 here. I mean, if I had to predict where D-Mitch would go, if he was okay going to San Antonio and he told the Spurs, yeah, I'll sign a long-term extension, they would be my pick because they have the draft picks to send. They have a couple of young guys and like Sohan, Keldon Johnson that they could send. And then they have, I mean, it would make sense for them to pair up Wemby with a stud like that. It's just a question of if Donovan Mitchell wants to spend the next 4 or 5 years of his career in San Antonio. No offense to the city of San Antonio. I've never been there. 3, 4 hours, 5 hours away from where I am now, but just don't know if Donovan Mitchell wants to live there. And that comes into play. That's why Miami always has a little bit of an advantage. It's like it's Miami. Everyone would be happy living in Miami. So as long as the team's good and the fit's fine and they're willing to pay them, sure, come to Miami. Jovic misses a corner 3 to coming out of the timeout. Lead by 11. That's the largest lead of the game. Dallas, Texas, Julian, is where our headquarters of Chat Sports is. Van Fleet knocks down a triple. He's been pretty quiet tonight, but he hits that one to get to a very nice 69 points and cut the lead to 8. No ballers, because I'm not the biggest LeBron guy either. I respect what he did for the Heat, getting us a couple championships, but I do not like him as a player at all. Jovic finally hits a triple. He's been struggling a little bit from 3 lately. It's not as efficient, but he knocks down that one. Knicks only down 11. They're making a push on Chicago, by the way. 80-69 for Miami. Jalen Green drives, hangs at the free throw line, jumper rolls in and out, rebound down the Rozier, and here comes the Heat. AJ, the Heat can't trade Caleb Martin. He has a player option for next year, and he is going to opt out of that player option. If you want one guarantee in life this offseason surrounding the Miami Heat, it's the fact that Caleb Martin's going to opt out of his player option. You can guarantee that. Jalen Green with a nice backdoor cut and a 2-handed slam. I mean, there is no to agree. That is simply happening. Jovic left wide open for 3, looking to make a second straight, and he does! Nikola Jovic with 2 triples in the last 2 minutes. 83-71. Bronny isn't terrible. He's just not ready for the NBA. I got to be honest. I think Bronny can be a fine NBA player, but he's not ready. And I've said this on stream before, and I kind of lead our NBA draft coverage for Chat Sports. I do Big Board, the mock drafts. I'll be live on Chat Sports, our main channel for the draft this year in all likelihood. So sometimes we go live on team channels like this one for moments like that. I don't know if I'll be able to do that. Maybe we'll simulcast or something like that. Because I'll be on main in all likelihood on Chat Sports. But if I had to rank my top 60 prospects, which means the players that will get drafted as their 60 NBA draft picks, I don't think I'd have Bronny James in my top 60. And I think he's fine. Like, I project him to be a solid defender off the bench. Like, he gives me potentially Marcus Smart vibes in terms of three-point shooting and on-ball defense and athleticism. But I just don't think he's ready right now. He could use another year in college. And and by the way, I'll say this now too, he's not in the draft. He kept his eligibility open so he could go to the draft, but also return to college and transfer, which I believe is what he'll do. I think he will play in college for one more year and then go into the draft next year as a true sophomore. VanVleet knocks down another 3, so he's starting to get going a little bit. Lead down to 7, but Rozier answers with a triple, and it's back to 10. VanVleet tries to draw a foul, doesn't get it. Rozier with the board, Terry out and running. Rozier trailing Duncan. Duncan trailing Kevin. Back to D-Rob, who drives inside. Caleb Martin. The ball movement's impeccable right now for Miami. And it's going to result in an open 3 for Jimmy Butler in the corner that he unfortunately misses. That is now 6 threes for the Heat today, or Jimmy Butler. Dylan Brooks, transition 3. No good. Cam Whitmore could not convert the putback dunk. And now here comes Miami. Rozier hangs, can't finish. That was a bad shot. This feels like LA Fitness right now. What are we doing? Whitmore misses the layup. This is bad basketball. I mean, this is as bad as basketball as you're going to see. Butler finds Kevin Love inside. Love fouled. That was the worst 2-minute stretch of basketball I've ever watched. Missed layups, bad shot selection, just running up and down in a fast-paced environment. That was LA Fitness basketball. And I know because I've played a lot. Really, King Ray? You thought we were just a one-off channel? I think there's a technical, by the way, because Jimmy's at the line with no one there. Yeah, so that's how this company started. Well, actually, it's a long storied history of how this company began, but I'm not going to tell you guys all the details. But we have a main Chat Sports channel that has like 300 and I think it's 90-something subscribers right now, or 390,000. So a lot of subscribers over there. And then we started branching off of our main channel and just making team channels like the Heat Report, Knicks Now, that cover specific teams rather than just the overall league. But like for big events like the NFL Draft, NFL Free Agency, NBA Draft, we have live shows on that main channel breaking it down from a macro perspective, and that's what we'll do for the draft, and that's where likely I will be as Butler goes inside and gets a nice little spin layup, and the lead is up to 13, largest of the game. Probably what I'll be doing on draft night for the NBA, because I said as I lead the draft coverage, I'll probably have to do that. But maybe we'll go live on Heat in like where it's not just Heat basketball that we're talking about, but you guys can watch on the Heat Report as we're live on our main Chat Sports channel. All right, we're heading to our second time out of the quarter. Butler's been more active today. I believe he's now up to 20 points. 22 points for Jimmy Butler today as the Heat lead by 13 with 2.5 to go in the third quarter. Before we return back to action in Miami, I got to show some love to one of our sponsors on today's show. That is Factor Meals. Head over to, factormeals.com/HeatChat50 and use code HeatChat50 to get 50% off. That's code HeatChat50 at factormeals.com/HeatChat50. What is Factor Meals? Well, let me tell you. It is fresh, never frozen meals that are chef-crafted, dietitian approved, and ready to go in just 2 minutes. You'll have over 35 different options to choose from every week, including Calorie Smart, Protein Plus, Keto, Vegan and Veggie, and more. There's also more than 60 add-ons to help you stay fueled up and feeling good all day long. Don't wait any longer. Get started today and get after your goals. Pancakes, smoothies, and more. Discover a wide variety of easy options for the entire day, like breakfast, midday bites, and others like protein shakes and stuff. Flexible for your schedule. Get as much or as little as you need by choosing your meals every week. You can pause or reschedule your deliveries anytime. So head to factormeals.com/HeatChat50 and use code HeatChat50 to get 50% off. That's code HeatChat50 at factormeals.com/HeatChat50. Links in the live chat and description of today's live show. Okay, Heat lead by 13, 2.5 to go in the quarter. 3 shots to go until I'm even. Well, I feel like I've done a decent job of spacing these out. I'm definitely drunk, I'll be honest. You might be able to tell because there's been a lot less play-by-play today and a lot more conversation. I'm getting a lot more off track today. I think that's just how it goes sometimes. I'm seeing that people are saying the Knicks are coming back. Knicks are only down 5. Well, that sucks. Easy Macro says, just got home from work. Quick recap. How do I recap this game so far? I mean, it's just been good offense for Miami. Started off slow from 3, but we're doing a really good job of getting out in transition, getting to the rim. I think that's the best way to put it. Like, Jimmy's got 22, Bam 16, Rozier 13, Duncan 10. When you, like I said yesterday, when your 2 stars show up and play, you're going to win games. When Jimmy and Bam show up to play, you're going to win. They combined for 38 points tonight. That's why you're up 13. Butler gets to the rim, misses the layup. It was a tough layup, I'll say that. Caleb Martin gets the rebound but turns it over. I think recap is duo, because when your duo of Jimmy and Bam play well, you're always going to win ball games. That's how it is. And that's why the Heat always win in the postseason over the last 4 seasons, is because Bam and Jimmy show up in the postseason and ball out. Well, 5-0 run for the Rockets as the Heat got careless with it. Turnover. Herro back into the game. This is Tyler Herro's first game back since February 23rd as well, by the way. He's got 6 points off the bench. Love fouled. The Heat are in the bonus, I believe. So Kevin Love will get 2 free throws here. It's a 8-point game. No free throws for Miami, actually. I thought that was enough to get him in the bonus. Herro has it, swings over to Highsmith. Highsmith drives baseline, out of bounds. They don't call it. Don't know how. They find a cutting Herro at the elbow who misses the jumper. Highsmith offensive rebound, back to Herro. Push shot floater for Tyler does go. Lead back to double digits for Miami with a minute to go in the third quarter. Herro 8 points, 4 of 8 from the field. Turnover. Kevin Love got his hands on it. Heat out and running. Highsmith to the rim. Reverse layup is good. Lead back up to 12. Kevin Love tipped that pass. Herro pushed it up to Highsmith for a layup. The Heat transition offense has been as good as it has been all year long today. When the Heat have gotten turnovers along rebounds, they have wasted no time getting out and running. I attribute Tyler Herro to that. He is one of the better players on the team at just not wasting any time getting out and going. Easy dunk inside for the Rockets. See if the Heat go 2 for 1 here. Doesn't look like they are. They're working at a snail's pace. Herro gets a screen from Love. Herro working on Whitmore. Picks up his dribble, swings at the Highsmith in the corner. Now given the Butler. Butler dribbles it out. 4 on the shot clock. Jimmy, fall away jumper. Doesn't fall. Kevin Love almost corralled the rebound. It will be off him, though, with 15 to go in the third quarter. Heat lead by 10. Get a stop, and let's go into the fourth quarter up 10. That's the ideal look here. Jimmy will sit down. 8 turnovers for each team today. Rockets are shooting okay from 3. It's actually kind of funny how the Heat are winning this game. We're getting outshot from 3 by 2, but we are just doing a much better job at getting to the rim and finishing. The Rockets have even shot more free throws than Miami today, but the Heat have just dominated the painted area, which makes sense since the Rockets' 2 centers are Jabari Smith and Jacques Landale today. Van Vliet, 3 to shoot, puts it up at the buzzer, doesn't go, and that will be the end of 3 quarters in a must-win game for Miami after dropping yesterday evening against the Sixers. Up 10 going into the 4th quarter, but we know how Miami gets. It's all about that final 12 minutes, and the Heat not going on a 4th quarter scoring lull. Hopefully they don't do it today, and it's time to spam those 4s. Get the paws up in the air. Spam those 4s. Heat have to win. Spam the 4s. The Bucks are losing by 9 to the Raptors at home. A Raptors team that are tanking, by the way. AJ, I don't want to pick on you here, but I'm telling you, you're digging yourself in the wrong hole if you're going to stake yourself on us not being to beat the Bucks. You want to say we couldn't beat the Knicks or something in the first round? Sure. But the Bucks, dude, they are not a good team. They are a 500 team for the past 30 games, and they just do not have that killer instinct. They thought Dame was going to change everything, but arguably I thought it made him worse. Sacrificing Drew Holiday just made him worse. And Doc Rivers is a horrible coach. So, but here's the people spamming 4. Steve, Mirage, Yami, Sion, BB, Razor, Aiden Law, Bob, GR, MP. What's up, MP? I haven't seen you in a while. Good to see you, my man. Reaper, DJ Frankie, Melvin. The number 1 hashtag Dolphins Heat fan. Love that name. Manuel, Dolphins Heat fan. I assume you're subscribed to Dolphins Today by Chat Sports. Hope you are. Jonathan Bosco with a 4. Spam those 4. LT Mitchell, Orlando. Last night's game did hurt because we had it and we blew it. But winning tonight, closing this game out strong, will erase that game as long as you also go win on Sunday against the Pacers. AJ, this is where I disagree with you, man, because you talk about matchups and they're too big. We did it. We beat them last year, and we're bigger this year. I just don't understand that. We match up better with the Bucks this year than we did last year, and we were still able to beat them. All right, 4th quarter underway. If you haven't already, join the channel and subscribe. Sub for dubs, folks. Sub for dubs. The 4th quarter gets underway with an easy layup for Cam Whitmore inside. I'm not going to block AJ. I just don't understand where he gets off on saying that we don't match up with the Bucks this year in comparison to last year. Because we match up better with Milwaukee this year than last year. Because we have more capable big men this year than we did last. Herro driving, kicks it out to Martin. 3 on the shot clock. Caleb drives on Londell. Layup. Too strong, rebound, and fouled. AJ, I'm going to stop. Who cares about those games, man? They happened back in November and December. (93-85). Jalen Green swings it to Reggie Bullock. Corner triple. Too strong. Herro with the board. Herro out and running. What's up, Diane from Tampa, Florida? Let's go, baby. Herro to the rim. Lefty layup. Good. Herro up in the double figures. Now 10 points on the evening for Herro. This is where I am excited to have Tyler back. 4th quarter scoring. He always shows up the most in the 4th quarter. That's when he plays his best ball. He's not afraid to take a tough shot in a big moment, and he's not afraid to make a shot in a tough moment, like Rozier. So having two of those guys in your backcourt could prove big. Big answer from Jalen Green, though. 12th triple of the game for Houston as the lead is down to 7. Jaquez gets it to a curling Herro. Top of the key three. Left it short there. Rebound down to the Rockets. Tyler hasn't made a three tonight. Green looking for another one and gets another one. Oh, boy. Back-to-back threes by Jalen Green. It's quickly down to a 4-point game. Bam gets it left block, backing down on Jabari Smith. Drives, good pass to Highsmith, who slams it home. Good answer there for Miami. Bam drew a crowd and dumped it off to Highsmith. $10 super chat from Mr. Gio, a real one once again. Jimmy's sitting down again. I don't like that. He's got to take some rest in the fourth quarter. Rockets miss inside. They miss it twice. It'll go out of bounds off Houston. Heat basketball with 9.5 to go. Shout out Mr. Gio getting another raffle ticket. Mr. Gio hoping that he can win yet another autographed jersey. Got D. Wade a couple months ago, and now he's looking to get a Bam Adebayo. Herro working on Londale. Out to Jaquez. Right wing three. No good. Bam with the offensive rebound. Back out to Tyler. Tyler pump fake. Driving. Hanging. Lefty layup is good. Herro now with 12 points in the ball game. 8-point lead for Miami. Herro's got 12 points, 5 assists. He's just done really nice things today. Oh, my. Cam Whitmore catches a lob, but was fouled by Jaquez along the baseline. So he'll go to the line for 2. 9 to go in the ball game. I'm telling you right now, that is the difference that Herro brings to the table. Yes, he's a good three-point shooter, but he is actually one of the best players on Miami at getting to the rim and putting pressure at the rim on the opposing team. Like, he's able to get to his left hand, his right hand, and finish, which draws a crowd, which just ultimately leads to kickouts for open shooters out on the outside. Having Herro back is massive. I know a lot of people question his defense, his winning mentality, but the fact that the Heat have another guy that they could count on to score the ball in meaningful minutes in the fourth quarter is what is so big for them, as we've seen them struggle in the fourth quarter over the last 20 games. And people are going to say the Heat are better without Herro. Well, in the 20 games the Heat have missed Tyler with, in the last 20, there's been more than just that 20 this year. The Heat were 11-9 in the last 20 games Herro missed. So 500 team without Tyler. That's not better, per se. Whitmore, deep three. Too strong. Bam with the board. He'll bring it up. Over to the Caleb Martin in the corner. Jab step. Will launch a three and knock it down. Heat clips 100 points first. And they're up by a 9 with 8.5 to go. Van Fleet gets the Londale. Heat 10 of 30 from 3. Not a good three-point shooting game for Miami, yet they already have 100 points today. That's good progress right there. Not having to rely on the three ball to score. That's good news. Jeff Green answers with a tough triple in the corner. That was a good three, man. I mean, tell you what, Jeff Green, I don't remember if he signed a 1-year deal or a 2-year deal with Houston in the offseason, but if he's a 1-year deal, if he wants to come to Miami next year on the vet min, as we're going to lose Caleb Martin in free agency in all likelihood, I'll take Jeff Green as the replacement on the vet min. Martin drives out to Herro, right wing three. Tyler cannot knock it down. Herro has struggled with his three-point shot today, 0 for 3. He's 6 of 10 inside the arc, though. So that's good for that portion, but you got to make threes. Kickball on Bam Adebayo. He'll stay with Houston, 7.5 to go. 470 people watching. If you haven't already, join the channel. Live for every Heat game the rest of the season. Will be the #1 hub for off-season coverage as well. Be here for the biggest moments surrounding the Miami Heat. Join it today. Sub for Heat Dubs, too. That wasn't a kick ball. That hit Bam's knee. That's a missed call. Jalen Green drives baseline. Good defense by Highsmith and Herro. It's a 5-on-4 for Miami. Herro, pull up 3 in transition. There you go, Tyler. Lead back up to 9. It's his first triple of the game. He's now up to 15 points on the ball game. 1 of 4 from 3, and that is why you want and need Herro back in the lineup. Not afraid to take an open 3 in transition, even though he was 0 for 3 at that point. Spam your 14s. The Rockets need a TO, but I want to spam 14 for Tyler. Come on. Come on. Spam those 14s. Tyler Herro triple. Bang, bang. Let's go. Herro in his return. 15 points, 5 assists off the bench on 7 of 14 shooting and 1 of 4 from 3. Man, it's nice to have Tyler Herro back. And the thing that to me is the most encouraging sign for Tyler Herro is that he missed 20 games, obviously. He's only playing 36 this season, this being 37. That you were curious to see how he would fit back in with this Heat team, as he has not played a lot with Terry Rozier, Jimmy, Bam, Jaquez, Jovic, as they have evolutionized their game in this team. Right? So you're curious to see how he would fit back in, no longer being the guy that has to take 20 shots a game because you have Terry Rozier here. And he's coming back off the bench again. But the thing that I want to come back to, and why I said this is encouraging, is that you didn't know how he was going to interact and have chemistry with this team because he hasn't been with them. But he's still playing his game. He's not forcing anything. He's getting to his spots in the mid-range, to the rim, taking those open pull-up 3s in transition, which is where he's at his best, by the way, from 3. He's a good catch-and-shoot player. He can play that role. But Tyler Herro is at his best from three-point land when he's moving forward in transition and stepping into his shot. The fact that he's been willing and able to take those same shots that he was taking and making before he got hurt, it's been very encouraging to me. Seems like he hasn't missed a beat. And that's hard. It's hard to not show rust after missing 2 months of basketball. Not playing live action against someone other than your own team for 2 months, basically, and you just come off and you're given 15 off the bench and you look as good as you would have if you played the last 20 games, that's impressive stuff. I've been happy with what I've seen from Tyler. Very happy. Very, very happy. Oh, the Pacers did officially beat the Thunder. I think the Rockets got teed up, by the way. I don't know who got teed up on Houston, but it happened because Herro came out and had a free throw to open up the game again, and he missed the free throw. Good free throw shooter, man. That sucks. But whatever. 105-96, 7 minutes to go. Caleb Martin, Bam, Jaquez, Herro, and Highsmith are your 5. Van Vliet gets it. Working on Highsmith. Now over to Jeff Green. Poked away by Bam, but regathers with 5 to go on the shot clock. It's Whitmore. Great defense by Miami. Van Vliet, pump fake, relocate 3. No good. Herro at the board. Herro will bring it up for Miami. Chance to make this a double-digit game. Herro gets a screen from Bam. Thought about a 3, now drives on Jeff Green. Kicks it out to Jaquez for a corner triple. And he knocks it down. Triple J with a big shot to put Miami up 12. All created by the dribble, drive, penetration of Tyler Herro to drive or draw 2 defenders and kick it out for 3. My, oh my, how nice it is to have number 14 back. Dylan Brooks misses the mid-range shot. Bam with the board. 6 to go, Heat up 12. Chance to really put a stake in this one. Herro drives on Jeff Green, hangs, fouled, and Tyler Herro is going to get himself a trip to the charity stripe for 2 more. Here we go, folks. The Heat are fully healthy for the first time in a long time. I know people are going to say Josh Richardson, but I consider the team that has played today fully healthy. Herro makes that free throw a career, at least over the last 2 or 3 seasons, 90% free throw shooter. And uncharacteristically missed one a couple minutes ago, but made that one. Now up to 16 points for Tyler, 7 of 14 from the field, only played in 21 minutes. We'll see if he closes this game. Herro makes both there, so lead up to 14. That is now the largest of the game for Miami. Peaking and finishing at the right time. Let's go. Let's go. Jalen Green has it, loses it, but regains control. Defended by Bam. Jalen Green isolating. Step back 3 over Bam. No good. Excellent defense from Adebayo, and now Herro will bring it up. Tyler working slowly. Herro thought about a 3, now dumps it inside the Bam. Working on the left block, guarded by Jeff Green. Bam gets to the paint. Hesitation. Fade away, no good. Ball out of bounds. He'll stay with the Heat. 5.5 to go in the ball game. Baseline out of bounds. The Heat are on an 8-0 run over the last minute 40. And Ime Udoka is going to call a timeout. I believe he's going to challenge this call on who it's off. We'll see who has the ball for Miami when we return from this timeout. Well, we are in this final timeout of the game, I believe. Should tell you about our sponsor, the #1 daily fantasy sports app, that is Prize Picks. Final 4 is occurring right now in the women's. The men's is tomorrow, as well as the championship game on Sunday for the women's tournament. Men's is Monday night. Get started today as the biggest games on the hardwood occur in April in both professional and the NCAA level. Get a first deposit match when you go to prizepicks.com/CLNS and use code CLNS for a first deposit match up to $100. I made picks for tonight's game. It's Flex Friday, folks, which means if you miss on your flex play, you get your money back. Only Fridays allow you to do that. That's why Prize Picks is the best. Returning and new users get specials on a daily basis. My picks for tonight: took the less than on Rozier, 17.5 points. He's got 13. We'll see if he comes back. Took the more than on Bam, 14.5 points, 14.5 rebounds and assists. He's got 10 rebounds, 6 assists, cash. More than on Dylan Brooks, 10.5. He's got 18. So I already won. I took a flex play on Flex Friday to make sure I get my money back. But I already went 2 for 3, which is all I needed to happen to win my flex play. If I go 3 for 3, it's just icing on the cake. But I won my Prize Picks today. If you listen to me and we're here for the pregame show where I told you guys about Prize Picks and my picks for the day, you would have been able to cash in as well. So you can know that for the next time the Heat play, which is Sunday against the Pacers. Get started today, prizepicks.com/CLNS, code CLNS. Pick more, pick less. It's that easy. All right, 5.5 to go. Ooh, I don't know who just unsubscribed, but I don't like you. If you resubscribe, I'll like you again. 14-point game. Ooh, Rome is out. Wifey's calling. Have fun with that phone call. I think I owe 2 more shots, so let's get it down to 1. Let's get it down to 1. Peace, Rome. Have a good night. $17 points and 6 assists for Tyler Herro in his return. Jimmy Butler's had a great game tonight. Bam's played well. Honestly, the entire team has played solid. We're going to be honest. I can't specifically point to one player and say they haven't played good today. I'm not saying the Heat are playing perfect, but they're all doing a good enough job to where I can't say they're playing bad, right? Like Jovic even has 8 points, 5 rebounds on 3 of 6 shooting, 2 of 5. Another technical by the Rockets, and Herro misses the free throw. I mean, why are we so bad from the free throw line today, folks? I mean, not bad. We're 18 of 21. It's really just Tyler's 2 of 4. I mean, he's a career 88% free throw shooter, so it's very uncharacteristic for him to miss free throws. Van Fleet, triple. They got to get going quickly if they want to come back. That three spins in and out. So Heat have a chance to take their lead up even more. Herro swings at the Highsmith. Highsmith drives, drop off the Jaquez, layup, good. I don't know if Rozier or Butler are going to have to come back into this game because this lineup for Miami is doing a terrific job of closing. Up 16 with 5 to go. Jalen Green, step back three. They need it. They don't get it. Jock Landale with the offensive rebound, though. Saves it to Jalen Green. Green driving inside. Back out to Van Fleet. One more to Jabari Smith. Smith's three. No good. I tell you what, a bucket here for Miami probably ensures that Jimmy Rozier can sit on the bench for the rest of the game. Which Rozier probably could use the rest after banging his knee late yesterday. Bam, facing up on Jock Landale. Jab step. Drives baseline, spins. Baseline jumper is good. This game's over, folks. The Heat are going to get a big bounce-back win. Up 18 with 4 to go. It's a 12-0 run in the last 3 minutes for Miami to close it out. That's how you play strong basketball in the fourth quarter, and that is what Tyler Herro brings to the table. The ability to mend the gap of Jimmy or Bam sitting and just provides more offense and more stability to this Heat team. So where if Bam or Jimmy has a bad offensive game, you're not just screwed because you don't have enough offensively. Tyler's there to help. Good stuff. Bam, double team, swings to Caleb Martin. Right wing three for Caleb, too strong. Rebounded on the Jabari Smith. Van Fleet up and running, kicks it over to Jalen Green. Green gets a screen. Step back three. He takes a lot of those. No good. Rebound, Adebayo. Like I said earlier, Jalen Green does a terrific job of getting his way to the rim, drawing fouls, attacking, but boy, is his jumper inconsistent. When he's making his jump shots, he is as dangerous as a scorer as we have in our league today. The issue is he's too inconsistent. Timeout on the floor by Miami. 3:25 to go. Heat lead by 16. 540 people watching. Can we get to 9,300 subscribers? We're 27 away. I'm willing to bet we have 27 people out there that aren't subscribed. If we get to 9,300 tonight, I will do a beer bong. Why you should subscribe. We are live for every single Heat basketball game. We have videos in between games to cover you guys, whether it be injury news, rumors, standings updates, breakdowns of how the team is playing. We will have it all. And then when we get to the offseason as well, we'll have the draft rumors, draft targets, who the Heat pick, free agency rumors, who the Heat sign, who they lose. We'll also have trade rumors and stuff like that. We are the #1 spot for Heat content on YouTube, so join the channel right now. And if we pick up 27 more subscribers before we sign off today, I'll do a beer bong. Come on. There's one subscriber. You won't regret it. You won't regret it. Come on, folks. Hit that sub button. I know 26 of you guys aren't subscribed. We're completely free. What else can you ask for? What else can you ask for? 25 away. Let's go. If you're also a new subscriber, comment that you're a new subscriber in the chat so I can show you love because only people who are subscribed can comment. We're in subscriber-only mode. Bam has it left wing as we return to action. Guarded by Dillon Brooks. Back out the Herro. They'll play a two-man game. Oh, what a pass from Herro to Bam. Bam misses the floater, gets his own offensive rebound, and then loses it. And I don't know who that is for Houston, by the way, but he's out and running. New player inside. Aaron Holiday's fouled on the floor by Caleb Martin with 3 to go. Ivan, new sub. Shout out to you, Ivan. J Demand says, new subscriber. You are the man. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. You won't regret it. Another new subscriber. Like I said, comment if you're a new sub and I want to show you some love. 20 to go until a beer bong potentially. Come on. I'll shout you out if you comment me. If you're just new subscriber, tell me you're a new subscriber. Dillon Brooks driving on Martin. Step back, mid-range shot. Missed it short. Bam with the board. 18 away. Dolphins Heat fans said sub last night. That's a real one. I thought I remembered seeing you, though. Yeah, I saw you last night. That's where you subbed. Okay. No, Monty. That doesn't count, Monty. I want to shout the new subscribers. Jaquez fading. Oh, what an up and under move from Jaime Jaquez. Blocked by Jabari Smith, but it's a goaltend. Heat back up by 18 now. Largest lead of the game for the Heat with 2:20 to go. So the Heat look like they're going to get a much-needed bounce-back win to stay just a half game back of Indiana. The Sixers did not play tonight, so will be technically a full game above Philly in the standings. Full game above Philly. I don't know. If someone knows and wants to tell me, that'd be helpful, as Highsmith gets a block on the end. What is the tiebreaker outside of head-to-head record? Because Philly and Miami are 2-2 against each other this year. So I don't know what the tiebreaker is beyond that, if they ended the season with the same record on who would host the play-in game if it was a 7-8. Bam, mid-range shot, too strong. Rebound by Houston. Just don't get hurt, folks. Don't get hurt. Strength of schedule. Is it against common opponents or just in general for the league? Or for the season? Bucket inside for the Rockets. 17 subscribers away from a beer bong. Can we get there? Minute and a half. Let's go. Timeout as the Heat will just make substitutions. There's a foul where people just get in. I know point total isn't correct. I hear Marshall yelling over there. The Knicks are down 9 with 5.5 to go in that game. The Heat might only trail New York by 2 games in the standings after today, folks. Shout out to Tipsy Talk. I don't know if that's true, Tipsy Talk. I feel like I've seen you here. Easy Macro says, is just me or Jimmy get benched? He did not get benched. He took his standard rest in the beginning of the fourth. He usually sits for a little bit in the fourth quarter. So he's fully rested for the final 5-6 minutes. But the Heat just jumped out to such a big lead at the end of this game, there was no point of putting him back in. So I wouldn't say bench, just giving him rest. Jovic 3 as he just came back in. It's Highsmith, Jaquez, Jamal Cain, Caleb Martin, and Jovic closing. Good return for Tyler Herro tonight. Him and Bam had that chemistry working. Reggie Bullock, deep 3, no good. Wait, what did Reaper predict the score to be in this game, by the way? Didn't he say 118-104? It will be 116-102. Is he going to nail this? I don't know if Miami's even going to get off a shot. There is a chance that Reaper absolutely nails the score prediction. It doesn't look like Miami's going to take a shot, but boy, did he come close. I'm pretty sure he said 118-104. Tromaine, says a new subscriber. Shout out to you, Tromaine. Let's go. Jaquez, step back 3. Oh my God, he made it. Jaquez has been shooting 25% from 3 over his last 10 games. Oh my God, it's going to finish 119-104. He was 1 point off. Let's go. The Heat get a bounce-back win. They go 2-0 against the Houston Rockets this season. That's good news for Miami. It's good news is after that very disappointing fourth quarter collapse yesterday that the Heat bounced back with an excellent fourth quarter, outscoring Houston 26-21 in the final 12 minutes today. Spam those W's. Glad to have Tyler Herro back. I feel like he provided a massive boost to the Heat tonight in terms of their scoring, in terms of their offense fluidity down the stretch of this ball game. I'm not going to say Herro is the reason you won, because it's not just him, because Bam played well today, Jimmy played well today, Rozier hit some big shots, 3 threes for Terry again, Jaquez played a good game, 12 points, Love was terrific off the bench again, but, I mean, Herro, 17 points, 6 assists, only 1 turnover, shot 50% from the field. And like, he played great, man. He was a plus 11 in the plus-minus department off the bench. Like, he played good. A very nice sign for Tyler Herro after not playing for 20 games in a row. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Manuel says, Nick, are you drunk? Well, I'll tell you one thing. I will not be driving home. That is a guarantee. We're 13 subscribers away from a beer bong. Can we get there? Come on. Is there 13 people out of the 350 still watching not subscribed? I said if we could get to 9,300 before we signed off today, I will do a beer bong. Can we get there, folks? Can we get there? Can we get there? If not, it's fine. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Time ends 10 now. Knicks are down 7 with 3.5 to go. If they lose, the Heat are going to get back, just 2 games back of New York. But it's really 3 games because the Heat don't own the tiebreaker against the Knicks. So it'd be pretty difficult to jump them, but it's not impossible. New subscriber, we're 12 away. Like I said, I'll shotgun a beer if we get 12 more subscribers. It's usually $50, but I'll do it for 12. Oh, good turnover, Jalen Brunson. We'll stay live for another 2 minutes. We'll stay live for 2 minutes. If we get to 9,300 or anyone super chats, we'll talk about it. If not, we'll head out of here. Enjoy your Friday night. Enjoy the Final Four tomorrow. If you want to hang out for the Final Four, I will be live on our main chat sports channel doing a watch party for the 2 Final Four games. If you want to join us for that, feel free. If not, I'll see you live on Sunday for a basic playoff game in my eyes against the Pacers. So, it'll be fun. $2 super chat from my guy, Mr. Gio. Says, Jimmy didn't shake Tyler's hand going to the bench. I'll have to see that. If that's on Twitter or clips out there, if people talking about it, we'll talk. But I didn't see anything about that. Dolphins fan, Nick, you would be an awesome coach. Love you, man. Just figured you out last night. So glad I did. Well, I appreciate Dolphins Heat fan. That's a very kind comment, man, and I appreciate all the kind comments. I know there's not a lot of people out there that always feel that same way, but it's nice that you do, Dolphins Heat fan number 1. You know, I don't know if you answered my question, by the way, earlier. Are you subscribed to Dolphins Today by Chat Sports? You should. Some big things coming on that channel soon. Big things coming on that channel. Chicky Nuggy subscribed. Okay, let me see. Let me go on Twitter and see if I can find the clip. Ooh, let's see if the Mets won though first. Sorry, folks. UConn's up 6 on Iowa at the half. What I say, Paige Bucher's going to get the job done today. Oh, the Mets did win. 3-2, baby. Let's go. Edwin Diaz almost blew the game. No, he didn't. No earned runs. How'd they score? That home run by Jeff McNeil proved to be big. How did he hit that run score then? Hartenstein's down. He's hurt for New York. That's not good. Mets won back-to-back. Don't let us get hot, folks. Fielding error. Okay, so unearned run. Let's watch this McNeil home run. Ooh, Jeff McNeil with a little titty bomb. Lord Buddy Bear says, I'm not only subbed on Dolphins, I'm in the Aqua Club. How about you? We're 11 subs away. I'll give it one more minute, folks. Dolphins Heat fan wasn't subscribed, go subscribe to the Dolphins Today channel, because if you are the #1 Dolphins and Heat fan, that's got to be how you should subscribe. Or that's how you should get down, man. Dagger, I think, in Chicago. Bulls up 8 with a minute and a half to go. The Heat will be just 2 games back of New York in the standings with 5 games to go. Just imagine if the Heat won yesterday, it would only be 1 game back. It would just be 1 game. Actually, it would just actually be 1.5 games. I'd be wrong about that. No, it would be 1. Yeah, it would be 1. I was right the first time. All right, doesn't seem like anyone is going to Super Chat, and it doesn't look like we're going to get to 9,000 subscribers. So we're going to head out tonight. Peace out, folks. If you want to, hang out with me and Tyler Smith tomorrow on our Chat Sports channel. Just type it in, ChatSports. We will have a watch party for the 2 men's Final Four games tomorrow night. Join us for that if you want to hang out with me on a Saturday night. If not, all good, because I'll see you on Sunday for a Sunday afternoon game, 5 p.m. Eastern time, against the Indiana Pacers. It's practically a playoff game. If the Heat want to avoid the play-in and get a top 6 seed, the Heat 1,000% need to win that game. I'm telling you right now, if the Heat lose on Sunday against the Pacers, there is no hope from me for them not being a play-in team. So, big game on Sunday. Join us for that. We'll be live on the channel. We'll likely have a video out tomorrow as well. So, subscribe. Peace out. Go Heat.